met him 15 years ago, I was told there's nothing like
It's only a movie. I spit on your grave. Killing logs, things out there. That's special work to do here, you and me.
That's much too public display of power, Paris.
Whatever I have resurrected through this book is sure to come calling for me.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Three Corners of Horror live here on Horror Fiend TV. As usual, I got my two brothers here. JR, how you doing tonight? JR.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to fix some shit over here. I'm like, I have something going over here, and I'm like, what the hell is that noise? I'm doing good. It's going to be an interesting conversation. You know, we went to go see a new installment of a franchise, and we're wondering if PG actually worked.
All right. And Ricky Van might be your brother, who's muted.
That's what I get for talking shit about you, Joe. Nah, I'm doing good. We are cheer. Big bottles of beer. Salute, my two brothers.
Salute.
Let's go.
But yes, this is, as JR said, it's the newest installment to the Predator franchise. And it was a little bit different than we've kind of been used to. I mean, we're going to find out if it worked, if it did not. So let's say a quick hello before.
There you go, Joe. What up, Adam? What's going on, brother? Hello.
Ooh.
It's always good to see Adam. And of course, we're going to get Selena V in the chat as well. Hello. What's up with you? That intro is fire. I didn't make a new intro, unfortunately. I forgot. It's not that I didn't have time. I just forgot. I apologize. So we went with the other intro instead. Lexi ain't here. Shout out to you, Lexi. Hello. All right, here we go. Salute. All right. Adam says, I loved it. My man. Speaking of the fourth quarter, why, hello, my devilishly handsomes. I miss you guys so much. We had a good stretch with Lexi, so wait. Oh,
She's
never mind.
She's recovering right now. She's taking care of her whole family. She got to keep that demon virus away because she'll be here in about 2 weeks, so she can't be showing up all hacking and sounded like
what's she going to?
Large March.
You got a party going on?
Yeah, Christmas party.
Nice. So this guy never invites me over there, bro. That's crazy.
It's called you're gonna have to get on a plane first.
He knows I don't fly. He knows I don't fly. He's like, you know what?
I mean,
that's my excuse. He don't fly. I don't get to invite him. I don't want him here anyway. It's all right.
No, the door is open. I mean, Jared's gonna be coming by to visit in about a month also, so I'll be seeing him he'll be down here for Christmas. He'll
Oh, JR's going?
Yeah, he'll be down here on Christmas.
What the fuck? Damn. If I knew that, I would have rented a. Nah, I don't. I'd rather fly than take a boat. Fuck that.
Drive. I love driving.
No, I said I'd rather fly than take a boat. I ain't taking no boat. What up, Lexi? So far, I'm alive and haven't caught anything.
Now she just jinxed herself.
I'm shocked. Family.
She was sick a couple, I thought like a week or two ago.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, Selena said exactly. Joe, get him on that plane. No plane for me, boss. And this movie was so much fun. I knew
it. PG-13 has Adam.
This is the Adam film right here.
Yeah.
And JR in Florida, I gotta meet my. Wait a minute. Do you go? You guys can definitely, Joe, make it happen.
Well, I know I'm off a couple of days, so I got to figure out because I think they're doing Universal, so I'm meet up with them because I have a Universal pass. I don't do Disney. I'm sorry. I got to go to a park where I can drink, and not all
drink
parks
at Disney.
Not all of them, no.
Fuck
and
Disney,
that sucks. No, I mean seriously, I think you can add Epcot because they have that food and wine festival. I think Animal Kingdom has the some drinks, but I think just recently at Magic Kingdom at some restaurants you can order wine or beer.
Listen, man, we're doing the around the world, man. Come on. If you go to Epcot, you don't do the around the world. Jesus, come on. We're gonna be doing that.
That's what I did for my
I
birthday.
tell you
and
what,
it was
no,
a hella fun.
Joe, hold him to that. Remember what he just said right now. Hold him to it. I don't want Joe to go there. Nah, I can't. I gotta drive. I don't want to hear that, yo.
I'm staying at the
Joe,
park, man. I ain't
have a
driving.
good time, Gr.
Oh, no, he's
Gr,
gonna-
let loose. I want to see the bronze body once again. I want to see the bronze body.
No, we got drunk a couple of times in Margaritaville when we went down there. So
That's
we've
cool.
got hit pretty good.
Yep,
Nice,
and we found
nice.
I found at Universal. We found this little spot that not many people go to, where you can get daiquiris and pina coladas, and they make them
I don't
nice
do
and
that
strong
shit.
for you.
I don't do any of that.
Listen, when you're at a
I
park,
drink beer.
you can do beer. I do beer, but every once in a while, you need something cool and
Yeah,
refreshing.
Yeah, but listen, you don't understand. That cool and refreshing, that's what's gonna fuck you up, bro.
Yeah, man. You walk around with the drink in your hand, turkey leg in the other hand. You good, man? Come
Yeah,
on.
And that's why I love Universal.
I want to enjoy my time. I want to remember it.
Listen,
Oh, I
you gotta get down there. Hold him to it, Joe.
I've been trying. I'd be taking like I'll be watching a movie. I'm like, dude, you could be sitting here right now.
Yeah,
I'd be
he
like,
does do
dude,
that
chairs
too.
in the back, especially when we're gonna like if we're seeing on AMC Plus. I'm like, look, you could be like this right now.
I was sick in September with an ear
See?
infection. Yeah, we
Yeah,
called.
so-
Yeah, me too. I don't know what the fuck happened to me. I'm always fucking sick now. Gr, take him to Florida with you.
Put him in the carry-on luggage.
I tell you what though, back in the day, Gr would tell you I was way more adventurous. Remember, Gr, we went on a fucking cruise. I almost lost my fucking nose, but I went on a cruise. You know what I mean? So I went to I've flown. I've been to LA like 6 times. I've been all over.
Shit,
but
I haven't even done that.
Listen, man, you don't want to you don't understand what it feels like to be crippled with anxiety and fucking panic attacks. Even though I would admit I don't get them anymore, but I don't want to take that chance.
I hate flying. I mean, I literally have to be medicated or intoxicated in order to be able to cope with being on a flight.
I don't
But you
mind
can't
flying.
go over.
It's a good nap. It's a good nap on the way over there.
Yeah, man. I
well,
tried
there's
taking
that,
I
too.
tried falling asleep before on the plane, but then my luck, I'll get that turbulence or that
That's
one
why you
random
got-
person.
That's why you
next
gotta
to me
take
that
the
won't
early
shut
flights, man. The earlier flight, the better. You go over there half asleep.
Mm.
Next thing you know, you wake up, you're in Florida.
Your nose, yeah. I caught the
Yeah.
worst. Gr would tell you I caught the worst sun poisoning ever in my life. The only time I caught sun poisoning. That's when I realized Ricky Van does not belong in the sun. We're not friends.
All right. Well, with that, thank you for just listening to this. So let's get into this. It is Predator Badlands, directed by Dan Trachtenberg. Shoot, I didn't put the rest of the names out.
You don't have to, but just talk, man. Let's go.
I know
man.
Dan.
we don't need all that.
Elefangus,
We don't need all that. Come on. This is
Demetrius Kolomatangi.
I got the name. Elle Fanning as Thea, Demetrius Schuster Colomantangi as Deke.
Oh, that's why he wanted to say because he probably spent
had it.
hours
I
practicing
forgot.
that.
Oh yeah.
No,
He
but
was
I
like,
forgot
alright,
the writer. I forgot
Yeah,
the
the
writer.
same
That's
Deke.
all. But yes, hey, that was kind of a weird name.
Hey,
But yes,
hey, hold on. I bet you Adam's favorite character was Bud.
It's
See, Joey,
Deke. When I think of Deke, I think of this. When I used to play World of Warcraft, there was this, in our server. GR knows the Brotherhood of the Blade. Their guild master was called Deke. So when I saw Deke, I bet you that motherfucker smiling ear to ear right now, having a Predator.
He's still
name.
around, dude.
He's still around.
Brotherhood Blade's still around,
Jesus
man.
Christ. Well, more power to him.
but if you have not seen the movie, obviously this is going to be filled with spoilers. And what we got here at the beginning of the movie is Deke and his brother. You know, the whole big brother, little brother. You know, big brother's always a tough one. You got the runt. We're not the runts. So no, I'm not calling JR the runt.
I thought that's where you were going.
No.
man.
No. I was not calling JR a runt.
I was gonna be like, that's, that's foul.
Well, just know Joe wouldn't be the brother sacrificing himself, so the brother could escape. So
I'd be on
not
that
that
fucking.
guy.
I'd be on that ship
Yeah.
saying deuces. Let dad catch me. I'll be taken off. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. But yes, you have Deke and his brother, who basically have been training. You know, Deke is the runt of the family, and he wants to find the ultimate prey, and that sends him to a planet where stumbles upon a half of an android from. So we got another movie that combine some franchises here.
If you're blind, he means Weyland-Yutani.
Yes, I have my
By the
Weyland-Yutani
way,
shirt.
were they training? I was under the impression that he was sent here to kill his brother. Because remember when he came back, he's like, his father was like, it's not done yet. You know what I'm saying? He meaning the deed isn't done.
I just took it that they've kind of just been. So
No,
shit, that's even more fucked up.
shielding him. I think he was more shielding him, knowing that his father eventually is coming.
Well,
Coming. And I think, that's
but
why
his father. What I meant was his father sent him with the intentions of his brother Kui to kill Deke, but
Yes.
Kui didn't want to. He never entertained that thought, obviously.
No,
but,
and he was trying to train him so that way he
that's
can
good.
show, that he's not a runt, that he's just as strong. And then, yes, Daddy showed up, and basically, that's when all hell broke loose, and then we get going on our movie. So, who wants to go first? I normally just throw.
Why don't you go first, Joe?
Yeah, you go first, Joe. Yeah.
Me?
Hold on. Before we start, I need to refresh my memory with all the Alien and Predator films. Most recent one I've seen, Prey. So good, I gotta see Badlands soon. All right. I've seen everyone except The Killers of Killers. I haven't seen that yet, the animated film. So.
I haven't seen the animated one. All right. So for me, it was entertaining. I think because it kind of took out, not that Prey was all horror, but not that Predator is truly fully horror, but the original Predator, I mean, that's kind of, I've always found that to be a horror movie, a sci-fi horror. This was like a fun movie. I don't know how else to put it. It was entertaining. At least it didn't have parts that dragged you down. For me, Elle Fanning, I loved her character. To see one of Weyland's androids have actual, because I guess they were giving emotions. But, when she just wouldn't shut up. But what I was grateful for was, and Adam will probably say it, when they started talking, and I'm like, oh, man, I got to read in this movie. Fuck. I don't want to have to read the whole entire movie watching them talk in their language. So when she showed up speaking English, I was like, yes.
Let's be real. That's because you were high.
For that too, of course.
When you high, I mean, I don't like to read when I'm high. But...
No, I mean, I don't mind it, but I'm not.
I don't mind. I don't mind subtitles.
It depends. It depends on the type of movie. This is not the kind of movie that, because if you're gonna have action and I gotta read, I'm gonna miss something. So, Elle's character and if whoever I didn't get what her counterpart is, the evil one, Tessa. I was gonna say Athena because I had Thea. But I like that you had the two versions. But Elle, I thought, was, for the most part, one of the better parts of the movie. I like the action, but it just continued to show you that the androids that Weyland create are never perfect. You have those that go evil. We've seen in the Alien movies. Then you have those that actually want to help, like truly want to help and have emotion. So to see that counterbalance, I did, as soon as the name of the Kalisk. When the Kalisk had sniffed his face and backed up, I was like, that was his baby, or that was her baby. I was like, so I like when I saw that, I had figured that out, and the fact that little baby was really freaking tough. I want
one so bad, man.
Dude, they were awesome. They were awesome, but I'd be afraid it would break everything, and I would probably break things on, because they seem really hard. I mean, they could shatter teeth, so that shit would probably knock me out by accident. As far as putting in the Alien franchise and doing the combination, I glad that they weren't there. I was, as I already knew that she was gonna, where she's from. I was worried that this was going to be one of those that somewhere along the movie you were going to see, one of the aliens that they were actually there looking for the xenomorphs, and Deke shows up there and it's going to be an alien. I'm glad that's not what it was the case. I'm glad that it was, you weren't going to get another a Predator versus Alien, and it kind of be done in it wouldn't have. That introducing the franchise that way, I would have hated the movie. So I like that they were there actually looking for this specific monster, and that they helped each other out. But again, for me, Thea, her character, like I sat there, I was just like, oh my God, I would have thrown her off the side. But then I'm like, but then I wouldn't have anybody to talk to. So, and she was really useful. So that was the other part that I really liked.
She was a tool, bro.
She was a tool. But then at the end, they did not see each other as a tool. And I mean, and not for nothing.
Yeah.
And I won't, that way I'll go to you guys. But I did think that her fighting with her lower half, doing the fighting while she's sitting there, I don't think I've seen that before.
It's called C-3PO.
Yeah.
But did he do it that way?
Well, he didn't fight, but his lower half was walking around.
No, but I meant like doing
Revenge of the Sith. No,
but
which one, GR? One of them. Attack of the Clones, maybe. I don't know.
But doing the fighting, I thought that was kind of it. In my head, I'm like, well, this is stupid. It was stupid, and it was in another way though. It was kind of entertaining. So that's my initial thoughts on that.
Oh yeah, let's go up. We got a couple comments here. We saw this one already. Yep. Get on it, Lexi. Get on it. Adam says, "Did you all notice Juan's sexy new haircut?" Oh, yeah. Of course. Hey, Joe, hold on.
I hate you. Yeah, I went shorter. That's all.
Hey,
I came home and he goes, "That's how I met you."
It sucks because when I went back looking at our older horror fiend TVs, our Three Corners of Horror when Joe first started, his hair was so long. And I was like, "Yeah, that's my boy right there. Hell yeah!" Now he looks like everyone else now. But it looks good. It looks good. Adam says, "Was action packed but not gory. First movie I seen in a while where I wasn't yawning 10 minutes in." Wait a minute. What movie have you seen recently that you were yawning 10 minutes in? You know what? Yeah, he doesn't like.
Or he can. Yeah, he can say.
He'll say it. Yeah. Your haircut does look good, Joe. Yeah, man. Joe looks like a modern day Bruce Wayne. There you go.
The Puerto Rican version. Actually, because I kind of would know how you two are going to go on this. I'm going to go to the one that's probably going to be a little bit more on. He's going to be the daddy predator here. So let JR go now. So that way.
All right. So I got a confession.
He could be the meat in there.
And it's funny because when I read Adam's comment, I'm like, so, me and Priscilla in the movie, right? We're watching it. I mind I had a long day of work, so at one point in the movie, she was like, "Hey, somebody's snoring." She was me. I fell asleep in like a certain part of the theater. I was like,
"You fell asleep? Hold on, you never fall.
I never fall asleep in the movie.
This is the movie you fell asleep.
This is the one that kind of put me asleep a little bit. And I'll tell you what. This is the irony of this. One of the trailers they showed before this film was the Mandalorian and Grogu. And
I was like this.
And as we're watching the movie, all Priscilla says like, "Wow, I feel like I'm not watching a Predator movie. I'm watching a Star Wars movie." It went the whole Mandalorian route, especially with the girl and then Bud. So it did feel like it was in a total different universe altogether. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It felt different, and I think when you heard them talk, because we're not used to hearing them speaking. The Predators, they make the sound effects, they make the noise, they make the clicking. But when you finally heard them talk, you're like, huh, is he gonna talk a lot during this film, or So it's one of those things. And the thing too that reminded me of the Thea character, if you watch Alien Earth, Wendy's the same way, the main character in Alien Earth.
Oh, I didn't see it
yet. Spoiler.
Spoilers. Hold
on. No, that's all I'm saying. When you see Wendy, you'll see where Thea is going to remind you of. Right. So when I'm watching, I'm like, and I told Priscilla, like, wow, this reminds me of Alien Earth. This reminds me of, like all the I forgot what they called them. They're not clones. They're not.
The
synthetics, yeah, but
synthetics.
When you watch Alien Earth, you'll see a little bit more of this because the fact that I don't want to read anymore. But yeah, so as I'm watching, I'm like, all right, it's a coming of age story, so this is definitely for a newer audience. This is for an audience who's not used to any of the Predator movies. I mean, we're all fans of Prey. I mean, I think Prey is still one of the best of the Predator films. But it was like it was entertaining, and I think that's what it was going for, is to go from what Adam's saying. Gore was not going to be a part of this film. Being the fact that they didn't have regular people, they had basically these synthetics to take the place of, and it didn't matter, you're killing these because they're basically not alive. So I did enjoy the film, even though I fell asleep. And so I was like, "Who's snoring?" I'm like, "Holy shit!" I was wondering if Rick would hear me from the outside.
That's the danger though of the recliner seatings. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I got comfortable. I'm sitting there like, and that's
the
the thing too. Like
problem.
there was certain parts of the film where you got that little bit, like, all right, did
The
we
lull.
really? Yeah, did we really need these certain sections of the film?
But you
Because
said it was a coming of age, and
it was it. That's all it was. It was a
the
coming.
lulls was the coming age parts.
That was just a coming of age story of a guy who's basically viewed as the weakest link of the whole tribe. He's not going to be allowed in the tribe until he proves himself. And the only reason he went to the planet is because when his brother said that's the one thing even Dad feared, they kind of had like, well, I'm going to kill the thing that Dad could never kill. So I'll be honest, I kind of wanted more of the Dad because his look was so badass, and I kind of wanted a little bit more of him in the film. And even if it was like during those certain lulls in the film, if you get certain flashbacks of how the father treated him, I think it would have been pretty cool in this film, because you would have replaced certain spots where it felt like, all right, we're going to go a little bit of the comedy route. All right, we're going a little bit too much comedy. All right, we're going this way. But, as far as visually, it was a visually well done movie. I mean, the cinematography was great. The fact that the use of the whole environment in the film, especially when they didn't have any weapons, he had to get weapons. So there was a lot of interesting things about it. And for me, yeah, I mean, it was a coming of age story, which was kind of just different from a Predator standpoint. But I do see the comparisons that you could say it was more Star Wars like.
Well, and there's something you had said, because it may take place in a different universe, because the Weyland Corp knew. I'm not gonna say the whole name. I'm just gonna keep
That's
saying
okay,
Weyland.
Joe.
All right, but the Weyland Corp knew of their existence, whereas in Predator, like in the, Arnold Schwarzenegger, like in all the other ones, they didn't know of their existence. In this one, the synthetics knew of it, so therefore the humans knew of it.
That we know of, though, because remember when you had the one where it took place, that real bad Predator movie where it took place in the Arctic, and they knew there was hunting grounds for the Predator, and Weyland's corporation knew that the Predators went there to hunt. So they were kind of aware that they existed, but that's the I'm not gonna say problem, but that's the thing with this whole Alien Predator universe, is that it expands so many decades that actually you can even go centuries, because when even that film, Lance Henriksen's character was one of the original Weylands. So he's there as himself, and then later on we see like basically like different versions of himself. So it's interesting to figure out when it took place in the timeline, but like I said, it was you kind of, and that's the same thing. You still want a little bit more of the Weyland Corporation. There was a lot of stuff. Spoiler: this is going to be a sequel, so it's going to be a sequel. We'll see more Weyland, but
All right, Ricky, before you want to...
Ricky Van is next with the new fresh cut. Oh, man.
On the
Y'all
spot.
ain't never going to see my bald ass. Right. Hello, y'all. Diana Gabriel. What's up,
Hey,
Diana? What's
Diana.
good? Joe's biggest
Diana.
fan. She loves some Joe. This movie showed me that even short kings like me, 5'5", says Adam, can kick ass, but still show empathy and love. Yeah. Look at Wolverine. Isn't he like 5'2" or something? What is Wolverine?
Yeah.
He's really small.
People got this misconception of Wolverine being this big
small.
brute, but because Hugh
No.
Jackman. His name's Wolverine for a reason. He's small and fucking fierce, but
That's why I think people, if they keep Hugh for the new MCU, I'm not going to be happy with it. If they go with a
They're not
recast,
going to keep him.
people are going to be upset that they're going to go, why is he so short? That's how he's supposed to be. But go ahead, Ricky.
yeah, like I know you guys are hinting about the possible timeline. I figured this out very quickly into the film. This takes place way in the future, so it makes sense for them to know about all the details they know as far as alien technology and shit like that. But it's a very synthetic vibe, hinting at the farthest future in the timeline is what I'm thinking. Because like the weapons, right? Even the wildlife. Look at there's plants that are pretty much fucking razor blades, right? If you look at for real, if you look at
I know.
that one vine that it just keeps regrowing, and it's like that shit don't look modern. That shit looks like it was fused with alien technology somehow. Not natural. It's not organic. I never got
Techno organic.
Yeah, techno organic like a warlock. I I never saw this movie as being completely modern. This definitely takes place way in the future. And Joe and GR had mentioned about Dex, his language. They're gonna evolve. They're gonna learn how to say more because they go all. These are hunters. They go through all types of planets. So I'm of course, as you see in the original Predator movie, the way like it would mimic certain words in English. So they're gonna evolve their language over. It ain't gonna stay primitive because like you guys said. The series, the timeline, depending on the film and franchise, it is all over the place. In that, but I just, to me, this movie started off with a fucking bang. Cause I don't watch trailers, man. I never saw not one trailer for this movie, at all. So I knew he was carrying around half of a fucking synthoid. I knew that. Obviously, you can't get away from the marketing. But I love the extended cold open, and when the actual Predator Badlands title came up in like maybe 15, 20
dude,
minutes
it was
in,
forever to come
and then
in.
it pans, and you see the new alien world that Deke has to traverse. I'm like, oh, I'm in for a fucking treat.
Did you see the mountain? Like the
yeah,
mountain?
It's alive. It was
No,
alive.
it's alive. I'm
I
like,
had that. Yeah, that's what I'm
how
saying.
are you gonna survive this shit?
It was a Genna, it's called something like that. So
Yeah.
this fucking planet looks incredible. It looks foreign, looks alien. As far as not only like with the creatures, but alien and tech as well. So I loved all of that. Now, when I started to get a little perturbed was when they introduced when it became a comedy film. And like JR had mentioned, it did feel like Mandalorian and Grogu. And that was my fear. When I mentioned PG-13, that's not because of I wanted gore, like pervasive gore or pervasive language. My fear was it was going to turn it into this. Now, I love Bud, but they gave us a mascot. Every movie now has the cute little character that they're going to have to... I'm surprised they're not fucking marketing this damn thing already.
Oh, they will.
Yeah,
So,
they will.
That, again, between the comedy and another issue I had with it is the overabundance of CGI. And the bad part about that was... And this was right in the very beginning of the movie. When you see the little creatures eating each other... I'm like, oh, this looks cartoony. Like the CGI, I knew it. I said it.
I mean,
That's not the CGI I want. You saw better CGI in fucking in the Mandalorian series, and it's not that it's terrible. It looks cartoony, and I was like, But again, the movie progressed. He fought his brother, the whole thing with his dad, and the whole tail end of this. And you guys mentioned a coming of age. I saw it as of a character trying to get out of like an abusive family. Right, and making his own. Same thing with Thia. Thia thought she had a sister in Tessa when she found out. You know what?
That's a really good point,
I don't.
too.
So that's why Dek, near the climax of the film, he decided he's not gonna be the one to be like the predator, the hunter, to be just this alpha. His alpha was a different, in his mind, what Thia told him. She mentioned the wolf is the alpha of the pack, but that alpha ain't there just to kill everything. It's to protect the lesser.
Yes.
And I love that journey that we had with Dek because he started off wanting to do these things only because that's how he was brought up, right? His dad killed his own brother in front of him because his brother was protecting him. That's not, to me, a coming of age story. That's real life. Like, we see a lot of abusive families and relationships, maybe not personally, but in film and TV and books and literature, whatever. And it's something that's real, and that gave this a mature feeling to it. But then it adds all the comedy bits, not just with Thea, but with Bud. And I love, me, I'm a sucker for animals. I was like, no, don't harm Bud. and immediately I fucking knew it when I saw Bud and how much emphasis they kept putting on this character. I was like, that's gonna be an offspring of this Kalisk. I know. We watch enough of this shit to know. That whenever a character is emphasized so fucking much, right? So that's where I was gonna go with that. So I was man, and then once they introduced, and I did like when we found out Thea's part of Weyland-Yutani. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fucking cool. I like that. A nice little subtle nod to the alien world.
Yeah.
But then the problem for me was too much emphasis, too much weight was put into these characters. Now they're the main antagonists. I didn't want that. I wanted Dek on his journey to kill
you.
the Callus. That's what I really
the Callus
wanted.
wasn't the bad guy either, though.
It wasn't. Callus was not the bad guy. The reason why the Callus was so sought after was because it could regenerate, so it's hard to fucking kill.
Dude.
Weyland wanted it because of its healing properties and to
Yeah.
profit off of it. Not they don't care about mankind, these motherfuckers. And then you got this. We talked about the Halloween 3, Joe, with the boring guys in the suits. Remember how people hated that? This is a similar vibe here for me because you got all these guys look the same, and when Dek is beating them up because they are androids, they can't emote. It just looks so goofy to me. I don't know, man. I may seem down on it, but I'm not. I really did enjoy this movie. It was a lot of fun. But
It's
I think it's just the PG-13 and just the way this film now is being marketed. This felt more honestly like a video game, right? The way even Dek, the way he would move from like tree to tree. He'll use the actual creatures to traverse, to get from point A to point B. It felt like you're watching someone playing a video game, which it's not a bad thing, but
Well, I can see what you're saying.
but you know what I mean? Like, man, this movie could have been so much better in my opinion. But once they introduced Tessa and she became the big villain, which again, she's not really the villain. She's taking orders. She's programmed. That's what she's.
Mother.
Yes, mother. You know what?
Mother.
Funny because was that part of the Alien franchise? Mother, that was
Yeah.
right.
Mother,
Yeah, right in the beginning, in the first
Yeah, it was.
one.
Yeah.
But I loved
But-
how it's
But
funny
the
because
way
I
it
never
spelled it.
Yes,
That's what
I
threw me off.
fucking loved how because I know when they said mother and then when you saw it
Yeah.
spelled, I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Because all along when I
Yeah.
think of the Alien movie and she goes mother, I think of the normal spelling for the word.
I mean, just a couple of things too. I mean, I saw how everyone was hyping this movie up. Oh, the best Predator ever, this and that. And I was on board with that until the character of Thea. It was not because I don't like her, but because the complete tone of the movie shifted.
It went comical.
Yeah, it's just it was I don't know, man. But the music was fitted. The music was awesome. I love how they had the Predator vocal like patterns weaved in there to make it seem more alien, but it sounded really bombastic. That was great. And I love the meta and the language translations. The way like Thea explained, when I talk, whatever she did, I'm gonna automatically translate to whatever language is your
Yeah.
native language. So us as the viewer in the theater heard English.
Yep.
Right, and everyone else in the movie heard that was fucking. I love that. That was brilliant. But one thing I will ask you guys: no Predator vision in this movie, unless I missed it. Have you ever? Did you ever see like the infrared? The way the Predators.
Once.
When
Once. Yeah, it was like towards the middle actually.
The outro,
Oh,
when
no, when the brothers were fighting. When the brothers were fighting, he put
Okay.
it on and he goes, I
And that
can
was
see
it, huh?
you. Yes, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it.
Not that I needed it all the time, but I forgot.
We're
I may have
accustomed
missed
to it. We're accustomed
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what it
yeah.
is. That's
Well,
what it
and that's the
is.
whole thing though. Like we're accustomed to certain things in Predator, and this one went a different route. And honestly, sometimes the problem with a franchise is if you just keep doing the same thing over and over. I mean, when does it get to be like
You also
too
don't want them
much?
to ignore the rules though in favor of trying to break
Mhm.
the stagnation. If something is stagnant, you don't want to be like, all right, people seen that too much, drop it. No, if it's an important aspect to these characters, you have to include it. And even though it was at the beginning, it should have been used at least a couple more times sparingly.
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
it's
especially
whatever.
looking for the callus. I mean, the fact that he wouldn't have relied on using that to try to find it.
Yeah.
And when I kind of also realized on Bud, besides breaking the teeth, was when the field of razor blade, whatever you want to call it, leaves,
Mhm.
he just rolled. He like,
Yeah,
yeah, he
because
just
he's
rolled
armor
through
plated,
it.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, all right. So this
I will
little
say this,
baby
though,
seems to
one
be.
One thing I will say is I love how Dex, like I think Jared mentioned, like they stole all his equipment essentially, so he had to resort to all the primitive items on that planet.
I love that part.
He had the eel that would spit acid.
I felt bad when it
Oh,
died.
you know
Oh
me,
my
Joe.
god! I went, oh
I
no!
was like, no.
I was out loud too. I was like, oh no! You know,
That
they
was
showed it
cheating.
like shrivel. I'm like, oh, it
That just
died.
shows you like the
I
Deck
thought of
just
you.
paid attention. Yeah, that and everything Thea was explaining to him, he remembered, right, from everything, and he used all of that shit to his advantage. So
Here's the only thing that bothered me a little bit too.
I'm all set. You can move on after.
Is the mother basically blew into pieces, right? Because that's a killer. So you couldn't grab a chunk of that and bring it to dad.
Yeah.
Saying, look, I killed it.
I don't think he wanted to do it that way because
he didn't want to do it that way.
He didn't, but it
he
just
didn't kill it. But
like,
I think by that point he was done with dad. I'm doing my own thing. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna fuck him up. I think that was.
I need my cloak.
I thought of that too.
That was the goal. Was he needed that cloak?
The cloak.
He wanted the cloak. So that was his whole entire goal on that. All right.
What's like? All right, Tommy. Hi guys, this is Tommy Click. Will you please? All right, man.
Wait, can we take a quick pause? So
there we go. I'm glad, Tommy, you're here. I'm glad. You're
Hey,
here.
Tommy, I hope you're listening. The name of the episode is called "It's My Party. You'll Die If I Want You to." The episodes, and I had forgotten this because I have not seen the series in a long time, consists of 2 stories. So the first one was a seer who was basically bamboozling people and gets caught, and Freddy possesses her and then starts killing other people. I forgot how violent this show, because I think JR, didn't it used to come on after 11 or something like that?
It's a 90s show.
Yeah. Dude, it was like they're showing it, all the stuff they were saying. I'm like, wow, I don't remember like all of this. I will say there's one thing, Tommy, that the director of the episode is Tom DeSimone. So, you know, I will say your name's Tommy. The name of the episode is Tom. The director is Tom DeSimone. So, are you Tom DeSimone?
Is Tom DeSimone from New York?
Is it so? Well, you never know.
Oh, wait a minute. I keep saying NYC in his name, and it's not. It's YC.
Yeah, it's Tommy C. But so then what was kind of funny was that for them to get the seer that got possessed by Freddy, for them to do the exorcist, they said the power of money compels you, as they threw coins on her.
The power of money
compels you.
Is this like a fucking metaphor?
Well, because he goes, did you?
Greed?
Well, because he had said, he goes, you saw the movie The Exorcist, right? And I'm like, where are they going with this? And then I'm watching it. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, that's kind of pretty fucking funny. And they did exorcise it. But of course, you know, Freddy jumped into the other body. The lady gets killed. Second story was kind of interesting, though. The second story was a high school reunion that took place at the high school that Freddy Krueger went to. And there you get to meet this girl who played, well, hold on, I got her name, Denise Charlton. She had played a prank on Freddy. Freddy had asked her to go to the prom, and she had said yes. Well, they weren't going to do that. And what they ended up doing was Denise and her friend watched from a window so they can see Freddy show up, and then they basically embarrass him. So Freddy goes back to his high school reunion and decides he's going to basically butcher everyone. And they're all discussing the fact this high school reunion only had 19 people show up because half the class has died. Everybody like has this nightmare, and then they die the next day later. So Freddy's been
all together.
No, separately, like just through the years. So half the class, Freddy's been killing half of his class. You know, when this girl Denise ends up hooking up with another classmate who's a writer, a screenplay, and when he hears the story from Denise, the fact that Freddy Krueger is killing his classmates in their dreams, he goes, that would be a great screenplay. So he starts typing this screenplay up, and we also get to know that Freddy Krueger had a best friend in high school named Howard. And Howard ends up...
I think of Triple
Howard
X.
the Duck. I'm sorry. I just always go Howard the Duck for some reason. But so when the guy types up the screenplay and Freddy shows up and goes, I'm sorry, you didn't get my permission to do this, kills the screenplay guy, And Howard finds the screenplay, and at the end of it, Freddie says, if you're going to tell my story and put it to Hollywood, I want to make sure it's done right. So I kind of wondered if Wes Craven was like Howard, but yes, that was the episode. It was an entertaining episode because I wondered if this was the origin of how A Nightmare on Elm Street came to be. Like, so it's just like episodes like one of those canon things, because Freddy basically let his best friend put out the story of this man who kills people in their dreams. So thank you, Tommy. Watched it.
There you go, Tommy.
Because
Joe hooked you up.
It is an origin episode to Freddy Krueger, and we just finished doing the 40th, right? Yeah. So, because it's got his origin story, and actually the way that it was done, I wanted to revisit the series. I just forgot how violent it was, so now I really want to watch it. I'll go ahead and give the episode itself 3.5. So there you go, Tommy.
3.5 Freddy claws out of 5.
Well, you want to put them in real quick before we go to?
Well, you're the moderator, bro. Why you?
Yeah. I was wondering what the was. Why was
you're the boss, son. You're the
so we're gonna go ahead and get back into our review. Tommy, thank you for the suggestion, and yes, I may actually go ahead and revisit the series, but this is not just all. We were talking about brothers and stuff. No, this is not the runt either. There's no runt in my family, but as typical, if you ever watch our live stream, you're going to see it's a family thing. So joining us for this live stream is P Rockzilla. What's up, bro?
I don't see no runt here. Ain't no runt in here. Look at this. Mira esto, mira esto.
I gotta lower this guy.
I know his shit is mad loud. He coming in. That's like you guys say, see, I'm loud. So there is a lot of comparisons. Salud. Salud, Beto. I'm sorry. Salud, P-Rock.
Salud.
I got you. No, I got you. You're good.
I lowered my normal. Let me make sure mine. I did do it before.
Because you were all the way loud. You're good, brother. You're good. You sound good now. I'm telling you, you sound good now.
I know. Hold on. I want to make sure.
This is fun to watch.
You're dealing with two stubborn motherfuckers back here.
No, I know. I put my 50. I always put the 58 in mine.
No, you were good, but on ours though, you were all the way up. I had to fix it. So
my bad being late.
You came in like
I was waiting for you to answer. I was like, yo.
I told you. I said to you.
Look,
hold on. Wait. Go ahead and read that message again. I said to you, jump in when you're ready. I'm sorry.
It's me.
Look at your message. I replied, I replied, jump in when you're ready. So here you are. It took you 47 minutes to be ready.
I was really at 40. I was waiting for the response.
Dude, don't say 40. I mean, it's only 7 minutes shy.
Hey, if you round it up still, because if you round it up, 47 is closer to 50. I'd rather have 40.
Adam says, "Oh no, nobody told me he was joining. Things just got interesting."
I come in peace. I come late in peace.
Hopefully you were kind of listening to some of it while we were talking, because that way because we didn't get to our score, so we literally just all all of us got our.
It is perfect kind of timing because all three of us did our points. Now it's your turn. So
yeah, just go ahead.
One more thing in my defense, I did tell Rick when we talked about it. I was like, bro.
Oh
no, we weren't. Didn't I tell you? No, hold on.
He's making
in my defense. I did say, dude, I don't know, because I'm always running late on things, and the weekdays, by the time I get home, is running late. So I did warn you. I was like, yo, if I do come, I'll see what I can do. But
I'm sorry. If you're gonna blame my brother Rick here,
I'm not blaming. That's not blaming.
The message you sent me about an hour ago was, I'm gonna eat and get changed.
I'm not blaming nobody. You're trying to put blame. I'm not saying blame.
I'm the most innocent one here. So
yeah, I'm not
saying nothing to do any of it.
I just said in my defense. That's all I said. I didn't say I blame Rick. I just said in my defense. When we talked about it before, I did warn Rick. I was, yo, I'll see if I can make it. If I do make it, I might be late.
That's all right. Well, glad you joined us. We're just giving you. Hey, listen,
we're
all always
human.
Late.
We make mistakes.
We're always late when we start, so don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it.
This is gonna be entertaining.
Anyway, all right. So, anyways, I didn't hear all your points, but I enjoyed the movie. Like, I did hear. I think Who spoke before Rick? I heard all of Rick's. Who spoke
Me.
before Rick? It was JR, right? I
did,
heard a little bit of JR. He was comparing it to Mandalorian. I don't know. I don't really see that too much. I enjoyed it. There was some scenes that were comedic that I was like, all right, but it didn't feel like over the top, like forced comedy. So that's why I did enjoy it. It's like a Thor type comedy where it just felt forced on you, or the Deadpool 3 comedy.
Or the Flash.
Some parts were, yeah, well, the Flash wasn't that bad. I enjoyed the Flash.
Hey, the Flash was not that bad.
I enjoyed that movie. CGI sucked. That had worse CGI than this. I heard Rick complain about the CGI in this. The Flash had worse CGI than this.
Well,
But
yeah, well,
I'm gonna actually
on.
100% agree on that one.
no, hold on. Like when I say I'm sorry. I should have elaborated better. I didn't mean it was bad CGI. It was like that cartoony CGI. I don't like that CGI.
All right,
I thought a video game.
no, this is the point
and
Rick
what-
was trying to say about CGI. When you watch Prey, it had great CGI.
Looks real. That barely.
When
that was
when-
minimum,
when-
but that was more.
But when you watch was it Predators? That had good CGI.
movie.
so it's just
that was
like-
a movie.
Huh?
No.
but
all right.
Those are the two Predator, the last two Predator movies that had good CGI. This one had Star Wars type CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really. See.
They have those cute animals and stuff. That's the Star Wars CGI.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I must
know
be
what
eating
you
my
mean.
popcorn in those scenes. I ain't too cute. Anyways, but
Yo, by the way, you said that there was this fucking family of like 7 motherfuckers in front of me, all eating popcorn. Oh, my
you're.
bro. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say something.
No,
Never mind, I was gonna be mean about that same family.
That was you too. You were there.
They were God. Every time they got up, they were freaking blocking us. Like,
And also the
yeah, God.
the chick.
I can't get away from it.
and it took a while for it to come up, so it just lets you know who was sitting on the chair.
I see where you're going with that, bro.
Like a family of penguins.
But P-Rock's a
Yeah,
very
P-Rock,
he's actually a good guest to have here, all jokes aside, because he is a huge Predator fan. So I definitely want to hear your take, brother.
No, I mean, like, all right. So the comedy aside, I like that they finally gave the lead role to a Predator. This is what we've all real Predator fans been
First
asking
one?
for. We were like, yo, F
Hey.
the humans.
First one.
Well, Prey was it was more the Indian chick. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, she was more the main
Yeah, no.
character.
I know
But I'm
that.
saying I want like a
No, I know
Predator
what you
movie
mean.
where
Yeah,
Yeah.
Predator's
you're
the
right.
main character.
You're right.
It's
It's
all
the
about
first
him.
movie.
None of us
This is
said
the first
that.
one, so that's what I always wanted. So I gotta take it the way it is, but I enjoyed it. Like, it ended up being a good movie. It was entertaining. The fight scenes were cool when he was fighting his brother in the beginning. That was pretty cool. I kind of figured that was his brother eventually, but like the size difference was drastic, yo. It was like it was like Chris Benoit wrestling fucking the Giant.
Spike Dudley.
Yeah.
Spike Dudley.
I'm
Oh,
glad
yeah,
you
even
brought that
that.
up, P-Rock, real quick. You can answer this, P-Rock.
No,
Did
I
you
love
find
this.
it? Did you find those opening scenes when he's fighting his brother a little too dark? I had a hard trouble seeing. I couldn't see.
Yeah, but
it was really dark.
they were in a
ours
cave,
wasn't.
so it explains it. It's not like they were in like a well lit base or something. They were in caves, so it kind of makes sense that it was dark.
Okay. No, yeah, that's true.
But I don't know. I didn't really notice that too much. Maybe you went
Maybe I'm
IMAX or
going
regular?
blind, bro. I just couldn't see it. Like so.
You went
dark.
regular or you went IMAX?
No, regular.
All right, I think I went IMAX. That's probably why. I don't know.
That would
I
make
think
sense.
so. I don't
You saw it in
remember.
3D or no?
No, hell no. You know I don't believe in 3D
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't-
Hell no.
I had a
That's
chance to get
gimmick.
3D.
That's
I
just
was
more
like,
money than the
fuck
ticket.
that.
Hell no.
Fuck
I didn't even know I
that.
was still around. They
Yeah.
still do that in the movie theaters. I didn't
That's
know
so
that.
out there.
I'd rather do 4D.
All right, let me ask you a question though. Since you wanted more Predators, do you think they should have had more of the father, even if it was flashbacks? Because
I'm
the father
pretty
was
sure-
a cool freaking character.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen in the second movie. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be shown there because they're gonna have to show something of how, because this is gonna be. Are we talking
Mother-
spoilers or no spoilers?
Well,
Spoilers.
spoilers.
yeah,
sort
yeah,
of.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
well,
So
well,
the mom's
Mother-
gonna show up for a fight,
Yeah,
and that's
mom's
another
go-
thing. Any Predator Yaojo fan out there, like, you wanted to finally see the female Predators
Only
like,
in
on
comics.
screen.
Only in
That's what I'm saying.
comics.
You wanted to see them like on screen, like how they would look and stuff. So like finally, hopefully in the sequel we do
When he
see the
said
mom.
mother, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
that line was perfect.
I'll be
Hey,
honest.
that line was perfect, yo.
If
He's
that
like,
was
he's
that
like, friend of
fucking
yours.
tough-
He's like, no, it's
I'll be
my
honest.
mother.
When he said mother, all I thought was like, oh no, it's Frida.
Frida.
Frida's coming.
Oh my god, literally that's what I oh
I
okay.
hope she's
So
not in the chat right now.
So popular.
it's too bad. She's gonna be upset that she missed that all the boys were together. So
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that one. I still quiet for that one. So I'm good. I'm good. But
That's all JR. No, I'm sorry.
That was funny. All y'all thought about it.
no, I knew you were gonna say it. That's why I
No,
said.
no, I didn't
knew you
think
were gonna
about
say
that. I'd laugh because I
no.
could see Joe thinking about that.
I was like, oh fuck, mom just got here.
But they should have had. Yeah, they probably the back scenes when he was thinking about his brother. They probably should have had the father a little bit more. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna come up in the second movies, or his son's gonna come up.
think
But
so.
he did look cool, man. He did look
Not
He was
cool.
badass. He was probably one of the best looking Predators that we've ever seen, and that's
Yeah,
why I
I think
wanted
so.
more.
He
of
was
him.
older.
Representing us, he had the gray.
Yeah, he's the elder predator. He's one that he's the elder of the tribe.
Because you guys brought up Star Wars, and I think I had read it was intentional for actually what you should have gotten was the Empire Strikes Back with C-3PO on Chewbacca's back. That was intentional.
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, that was.
It was.
Empire.
It was literally
But-
intentional. But with the father,
yeah.
because you guys mentioned Star Wars, and when I saw the father, he looked like a combination of Kylo Ren and Darth Vader for me.
You
So-
guys are bugging, man. You guys are
Yeah,
Yes,
no way, no
it's
way.
when
you-
Here's your
just
saying
PG-13.
Star
Oh, no,
Wars,
no.
like-
By
just
the way,
when-
the
when you're
same
thinking
actor
if-
played both Dick and his dad. By the way, so they're
Jesus.
But I
physic-
think because I was sometimes I did look at the Star like for me
Were
there
you
was a couple
tipsy
times
and high or
just-
I thought
okay.
Kondoku,
Okay.
if anything.
you have to
I- see, no.
elaborate on that one.
I thought because I the once when you got the Chewbacca and C-3PO part I'm like there's some Star Wars and when I saw
come
that,
on, you guys are trying to put too much into this, man. It's not-
he literally that is an homage. It's
No, hold on, real quick. Can I say interject? Because you're right. Hold on.
Dan,
The director, no,
it's
the director himself admitted one of his inspirations was Star Wars.
Yes,
And that-
yes,
that's
it is.
why-
It-
that's
yes,
why
that's
Joe's
why I'm
bringing
not.
that up.
Yeah, I'm not I'm not saying when JR said it there. We're just making an assumption. The director took inspiration. He's a huge Star Wars fan, and when he came up with having Deke and Thea, the thought was The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah,
When
he said that,
C-3PO,
yeah.
that he has admitted that. So when you see the correlation, then you can't help that you think Star Wars. So when I saw Dad, my brain kind of was like, it's like a
I didn't think Star
combination of
Wars.
Kylo. Well,
Because Priscilla, we're watching.
I-
Priscilla was like, "Wow, this reminds me of Star Wars." But like it belonged in the Star Wars universe, because I mean, it did happen that they showed like I said, they showed the Mandalorian Grogu, trailer for it. So when you watch that and you watch this, you do see some similarities of it. You have, like I said, the cute animals. Like Rick said, they always have to have a cute animal sidekick in movies now. Even they made that worm thing look cute on his shoulder.
It did, dude. I fucking loved it.
It was menacing, man.
Yeah, no, was that that's an eel? Was it eel?
An eel, yeah.
Type shit,
When all of a sudden you saw the asset, I'm
want
like, where the
one.
fuck's
I
he
want
getting one? And all of a sudden the thing's back there, and I'm like, so that's I'm like, so you just kept
All right.
feeding it, going.
So wait, who's the cute animal? The baby?
Bud,
The baby.
Bud, yeah.
But
See, all right. See, this is why I want to end that thing right there. I don't believe because first of all, Bud was a baby. All babies are cute. You can't. Most babies are cute. Not all right. I rephrase it. I know most babies are cute.
No, he is right.
But when you think baby, you can think cute. But at the same time, too, you gotta think this, which you guys did not mention. At the end of the movie, before the post credit scene, Bud grew up. Bud's not cute no more. Bud's
No.
big.
That's
That's what I'm saying. So
Probably-
obviously, it's not. They're not even trying to think to make Bud as a character that's going to be part of the cute franchise because next movie that's not Bud
He's
anymore.
gonna be bigger. Yeah.
See, my thing with that is I didn't see
It was a
Bud,
baby.
It's not
It's
that
gotta
it's
look
no,
somewhat cute.
It's not that he was cute.
Was he
it was
needed?
It wasn't cute to me. I
Was-
thought
no,
she
no.
was ugly.
I
I was
wasn't- no,
mad.
to
That
me-
shit spat at me. I would have kicked the shit out of
to
that.
me, it was all of the comedy that was interjected
Yes.
through that character of Bud.
The
That was
mimicking
what I
scene,
was
like the mimicking scene, that was
yeah,
pretty
and
shitty.
it kind of felt like the kind
Yeah,
of
that was
Star
pretty
Wars
shitty.
type
Alright,
humor.
So no, the mimicking scene. I thought about Jaws. I thought about when
that's a good
Brody
scene.
was.
Enjoyed that.
Yeah, so yeah,
Enjoyed that
when the
scene.
mimicking.
That was
I
good.
thought
No, it was
about,
fine,
I thought
it was
about
fine.
Brody when Brody was sitting there
and it
just
gives
doing
Jack
the
some,
normal
some
stuff.
personality as well.
Yes,
too.
I actually, and that's when because that, and I stick on that because when I saw that scene, I go, this dude watched Jaws. This is Brody and his son like where the sun's mimicking every
Yeah.
little.
I
Because
didn't
if you
think that, but
notice,
that's a good shout, Joe.
think
That's a
about
good
it.
shout.
Every
Yeah.
single, like as soon as he did the thing, the baby repeated it. I'm like, dude, this
So-
is fucking Jaws.
Let me ask you guys: this is how you guys normally watch movies? When you watch movies, you try to compare it to other
No.
movies. Like, oh, they
No,
got this.
no.
So why are you guys
no,
so
no,
hard
no.
on this one with this?
We're not.
You guys are saying most of you guys saying, well, we're watching a movie. Oh, yeah, I did feel like it was Star Wars. Oh, this like
No,
All right, hold on.
no,
All right, to my offense, my defense, what I meant was
my offense. How
No,
dare you?
No, the reason why I mentioned that was because P-Rock, but Predator's always been a hard R, right?
Yeah.
And now this is the first PG. No, aside from the Aliens vs Predator movie, I don't count that. But this is the first PG-13 movie, and it's not because the lack of blood. It's just
That
a lot
has
of
to
the
do with it,
elements
though. That has to
here-
do with it,
A lot of
too.
these elements are elements used in modern day sci-fi action films like Star Wars, for example. I use Star Wars because it's the best example everyone
But-
could understand.
I agree. Like this, like I said, the parts I didn't like the comedic parts. But
Like,
I
did you
know
like
nowadays,
when the legs was fighting? Like the
no, I didn't like that either.
That's what.
But
That's the kind of
I
stuff.
I did
we
like.
all-
I did like looking at it. I did like looking at it. Shit, nice.
Well, Ellie, yeah, she's
Fanning.
packing.
Even
bro.
half of it. I would prefer the
Hell.
bottom half. Her
Hell.
face is not that at all. She's like, ugh.
Nah,
So I prefer the bottom half. I was like, yo,
So-
you keep the
so-
top half there. I'll keep the bottom half.
Well, he's over here the whole time. Look at that butt. Look at that butt. Oh,
Hell
look at
yeah, I
that.
was. Yeah, I
nah,
was thinking
no.
of damn Star Wars.
No.
Ain't no Star girls in Star Wars got ass like that.
No, but
Anyway.
anyway, P, I finished. Yeah, I finished. God, I'm sorry.
No, but damn. But were you asking before that part? But all right.
So
So,
the-
but
the-
nowadays, you got to think about this.
give us your thoughts,
Unfortunately, nowadays, to be a hit movie, you got to have some comedy in there. You got to hit every little part of the audience. So that's the thing. It does suck. Like the only ones that are like horror or like those what's the Christopher Nolan type movies that are not really comedy. Like those type movies could do good without comedy. But usually nowadays you want to like be streamlined. You gotta have a little bit of comedy in there. But nowadays everybody has a little bit of comedy. To me, like I said, it was a little too much, but not. It wasn't over the top. I didn't feel
No,
like
it
I had
wasn't.
to laugh.
It wasn't over the top. No,
No,
it was,
but-
it was a good mix.
But
It's a
here's
good
the
mix.
counter to that, though. Remember, this is the same director who did Prey.
Oh,
There was no
fucking
comedy in Prey.
no.
Prey was an excellent
Yeah, I know.
movie.
Right,
Prey
but
was
that's
fucking-
but
But that's what I'm saying is, for me, the way I took this film is,
But it was a little comedy with when the guys were playing in the beginning and stuff like that. There,
Yeah,
you know,
but
that
for
was
me,
comedy. And then
I felt like this
the Cop
film-
White Boys were pretty funny.
well, I felt more like this film was to bring in a new audience that's used to those type of films.
yes, yeah. No,
So
it was totally.
They're marketing. They're not marketing to the Predator fan base. They're marketing
They're
to
opening it.
new
they're-
type audience because
They're not marketing
after-
it, but they're
after-
still striking a chord with the ones that are for me. Like I said, I'm a hardcore Predator fan. I finally got a movie with, like I said in the beginning, finally got a movie with him the Predator the main character. Finally getting to see a female Predator. Finally seeing the only thing I was worried about was like every Predator movie. They do usually use the same weapons over and over. They enhance them somehow, whatever. I wanted to see new weapons, so I was kind of happy. Yeah, I kind of see
Rick
what you guys say
Rick
now with the
said
Star
that.
Wars about the lightsaber stuff. So maybe that would just like the red when they had the red probably give you a Sith type feel. But Tron does it too. As other movies do it. It's not just like that's not the only movie that does it. But I enjoyed that they actually had new weapons,
Rick brought that up.
and you could tell he had access to other weapons. But he never used it because
They
he's
stole
not
them.
a tribe. He's not a tribe
yeah,
person
you
yet.
mean-
He has to
yeah.
earn in the Predator. You have to
Yeah.
earn
Yeah.
those weapons. He could have used those things if he wanted to. If he really want, but he wanted
But
to.
he
prove,
got
so-
separated from his ship. That's the problem. And then the
went back to it. He
Weyland-Yutani
knew it was where it's
confiscated
at.
the ship, and they stole all that shit.
I'm pretty sure he could have went back to it. There's ways he could have tracked it back somehow. And it wasn't
That
far.
is a good
He
point.
didn't crash too
That
far
is
from
kind
it.
of a good point he just brought up, though. Is that
Yeah.
well, because Rick had brought up, he
That's true.
appreciated that Deke had paid attention to all the stuff that Thea had said, and he used the environment to create his
Yeah, that's true,
weapons.
too.
So that was
That's why
a
they
good.
did that. Yeah. To
Yeah,
make them
no,
more,
that was-
resourceful.
That was it. Actually, because then at that point, it's not just that Deke is showing, I'm gonna fucking kill this thing without even using the Predator weapons.
Mhm.
Like that's he went not against, but he just wanted to because
To prove
trying
that
to
he could do
prove
it.
his worth.
Yeah.
He's not even going to rely on the weapons that the Predators have created in order to do this shit. I'm going to do this shit on my own and use the land. And yeah, like
All right, I'm gonna put
fucking-
you guys on the spot then. Should the next film be PG-13?
Well, my thing is this. I understand the comedy probably may not rated R. But you do guys admit
It's not the
blood?
comedy I made.
Wait,
No,
it
wait,
wasn't the
wait,
comedy.
wait, you admit the blood. It's the blood. There's
It's the
no
blood.
human blood. There's no human blood. When there's human blood, if there was blood in there with the predator blood and the other aliens that he fought, the
Yep.
creatures, whatever, if any of that blood was red, it would have been rated R.
Yes, he's right.
But it's
That's
all
why
there was no
synthetics-
human death. They're all synthetics, and like I said, there was no humans in this movie.
No,
That's why I
none.
loved it. After humans, I always said that no humans. It was just a predator and aliens. It had the Weyland. I always
Wayland.
struggle with
Wayland.
Wayland.
We're
Wayland,
just,
yeah.
we're going with
It had the
Wayland.
Wayland link
That's
to
it.
aliens, so that's why I had the sci-fi too. But like that's why I enjoyed it because it was no humans in it finally.
And he's
But
right.
The next one, if there's gonna be humans in it and there's gonna be some kind of killing, I'm pretty sure it should be rated R. I agree, it should be rated R.
Yeah, and I'm with
Yeah.
him on that too.
The last thing I'll say is I'm not down on the PG-13 is fine, and it's not because of the blood and stuff.
I know how you are. With
I
you
would have
even with horror
preferred
movies.
I would have
you don't like it.
preferred a movie just focusing on like on Deck, and you could put Ellie in there. Not Ellie, Jesus Christ, Thea.
Thea.
But it's just the inclusion of all the other synthetics and Tessa and that's the kind of stuff that it bogged it down. I don't want to see that. I want to see this guy versus this fucking planet. That's what I wanted to see, and I didn't get that. But overall though, I'll get into it in my final points. But I'm not the PG-13 and the lack of blood and gore. That's fine. It doesn't that didn't bother me. It was just too much emphasis on the cyborg characters. I didn't.
And-
That's what I didn't like. Too much.
So that way I'll jump into my score, and of course I got to
Well,
go
yeah,
to
let's
pee
start,
break.
go ahead.
No, not go to pee break, but
Well, do your score then. Yeah.
is I'm gonna because the thing is when Deck showed up to go get Thea and basically help her, all he fought were the synthetics. They were all looking the same, so it wasn't they weren't. He wasn't fighting humans. It was all synthetics. So him breaking them apart, it loses a little bit of the when the predators fight like a human being.
Mhm.
But because having so many of the synthetics look the same, kind of,
Which makes
I
sense
mean,
though. They have to
it
look
does,
the same.
it does, because it just,
Yeah.
it means it if you remember with all the other ones, they all discuss the previous iteration of their model. So this is like maybe the combat model. So it makes sense. But when you, after, the fifth or sixth one that he rips up, no, you can come closer. The fifth or sixth one that he rips up, the thing is, you can tell that he's just ripping up synthetics. So it's him fighting robots. It's not him fighting humans, which, like P-Rock said, because there's no blood. There's actually, except for Monster, there's really no human blood in there, which is actually, it's a really good point that he brought up. Probably the whole PG-13 is because they looked at it and they're like, well, no human blood here, so we could do PG-13 on it.
And no foul language either.
No foul language.
No
I mean,
suggestive themes or nothing like that.
Um,
That's just fine. If you're in an alien world, you don't need any of that because they're not gonna be like custom like a sailor, But so yeah.
but
Probably do
it's,
cuss, but they just don't they don't
Yeah,
subtitle
yeah,
it.
yeah. They got their own. Yeah, they got their own profanity.
but being from the Predator franchises that we're used to, the movies, it was different. And I was fucking entertained. Sometimes the goal of a movie, you're paying this price to sit in a theater and give your time. You need to walk out of there. If you walk out of there and you hated the movie, just wasted your money. I walked out of there, I was entertained. I enjoyed it. I kind of like what Dan Trachtenberg is trying to do. Rick, your idea that this is way in the future, because like I said, for me,
you can tell it is. Yeah, it is. Way
That's
in the
like-
future.
because for me, I was like, okay, so by this point, Weyland knows that the predators exist, and they even know them by the tribes.
They
So
know
that's
them,
why I'm
yes.
saying
They call
is
them by
that
the, Yautja, right? Yautja. That's what
Yes. So they're even aware there's other types of predators. This is this type of
Because they
tribe.
even called them the runt too. They know she was smaller.
Yeah. So I mean, this is one of those that I'm going to use my.
Oh god, he's going
Oh,
to
Because
no, don't do that, please.
'Cause wait.
Wait, hold on. You guys, wait. You guys didn't mention that cool scene too when his brother was like pick your challenge. You saw those maps and like the planets
Oh,
they've been through, and they're
Good
showing the
shout. I
creatures
would
on
love
there.
to know. You
I
know,
want
those
to
are full
pause
of
that.
Easter
I'm gonna
eggs.
pause that when I get the movie in
So-
digital. I'm
Those
definitely
must be
gonna pause
Easter
those.
eggs on there. Yeah, you're right.
So
Good shout.
I could
good
swear
shout.
that I had read somewhere there that some of the in the ship, some of the skulls that you see are from other movies.
Yeah, they had one from Independence Day. Was there? I saw that.
Yes,
Was
yes,
it?
that
I didn't
yes,
see that.
The
Yeah.
alien
Oh.
from Independence Day was one of the trophies. Yeah.
yes. So the trophies are from other movies, but are you entertained? I was entertained. This was an entertaining movie. It wasn't the Predator movie that I'm used to. No, but guess what? Sometimes when you keep watching the same thing, yeah, you want to see something different. I saw something different this time around. And none of us three, when we were talking about it, brought up P Rock's point. You got it from the perspective of a predator. It always been the human's perspective, and the predator was just a background character, the background one that was hunting them down. This was, he was the focal point. And the second focal point was an android. You had no human being in here as a focal point. That actually kind of, when he said that, I'm like, that's a really, I'm going to give this one a 4. Just for, again, it's on the entertainment value of it. I wasn't bored. I didn't fall asleep. I was so glad. Like I said, my only problem was when they all talked in their language that I was worried that I was going to have to read. Thank God that Thia's, cybernetics can translate what I'm going to hear, so that way I can hear it all in English. So I appreciate that Thea helped me out, not having to listen to, whatever language they speak. But yeah, this is a 4 for me. I mean, if you're going to watch a movie that from beginning to end, you're captivated. Sorry, JR, I know you fell asleep. Maybe you had a long day the day before.
I did have a long day.
That was it, Nick. Maybe I'm going to say, because it's weird that this is the one you fell asleep on, considering all the
slow burns
we do.
I know, right?
So
love those slow burns.
it's weird because when he said that, I'm like, what? How the fuck are you gonna tell? But no, it was a fun movie. I'm kind of, I want to be hopeful on Dan Trachtenberg's hands that he's going to make a Predator franchise, and that it seems like that his Predator franchise is broad. It's not, Prey. JR, I agree. Besides the OG Predator, and I fucking love Predators.
I love Predators.
Predator 2 was good. I liked the Predators.
I did like Predators too, but Predators.
The worst one was that the one with Lance Henriksen who came back. What was that? That PG-13 movie.
Yeah, so when they were in the Arctic, freaking.
Yeah, when you mentioned
hunting grounds.
Yeah,
Even
but
Predator, even the last one where they had that giant predator, that sucked.
But I mean, this is it's just revitalizing a franchise, and you want to do that. If you want to bring in your audience, I don't want to keep seeing a bunch of well-trained military people being put in a forest to have a predator show up and take them out one by one. I mean, does anybody want to continue to see that?
No.
So yes.
There you go, Joe. You read that.
I know I was excited when I saw all 4 of y'all.
I was probably sleeping.
But wait, go. Can you go up 2 more because
Control
it just wants
yourself.
to. Yeah, two up. There you go. It's just a trait in the family. Oh, and she changed her name.
Yeah.
That's
She had
Marie.
that-
That's not your mom,
Yeah,
bro.
I know it's Marie,
Oh.
but no, Marie also had
the mom.
Marie also had a different name, and we were all like, "Who's that?" She's like, "It's Marie."
P Rock, hello, hi. P Rock, Lexi
Yo.
says hello to you.
What up? What up?
That's P Rock. All right, there you go. There you go.
All right, but yes, and
Go pee
I'm-
and yeah, throw it to the next person.
Who got to pee?
No,
Joe always got to pay at least.
Joe,
I'm
at least
sorry.
once,
I'm sorry.
at least
I didn't show up 47 minutes late, so
I didn't.
Hold on, he didn't say anything.
That's a
Jesus
question.
Christ.
Offensive,
dude,
man.
dude.
You know what's
I'm
funny?
just-
Hold on. The
I
funny
told you.
part was
I told you
Love
I'd come
you.
in peace.
Hold on, the funny
on.
part was that JR made the joke, but P Rock caught the stray.
I know. That's a question. I just want some.
Wait.
What's the word? A clarifying question. I just wanted to clarify. I said a clarifying question.
Hold on. My apologies. This is where I'm bad. This is why I'm bad as the
Jeez, this is how he
moderator.
treats- This is how he treats guests.
Hey,
All right.
You gotta treat our guests better, Joe.
There you do.
Go
There
pee,
you-
brother. Go pee.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's been-
We
Anyway,
still got to talk about
yes.
Derry, bro. Come on.
I know. Well,
I know. I gotta go
Remember-
pee too before we start Derry.
Oh my
oh, so I'm
god!
gonna get shit.
How
Fuck
you how you late? So
Wait. If you know, if I had my sunglasses on, I was winking. I said, I got a pee too. That means a smoke break for me.
All right, who's going? Because he didn't leave it off to anybody. Okay, Rick, you want to do yours?
Let's wait for him to come back. But I want to ask P-Rock a couple questions because he is
yo.
again he's a big fan of this. So all right, so how did you like the way the Deke all right, Deke was presented as inferior in the start. How did you like his progression from being this inferior runt that was afraid of his dad to him just rolling up on his dad at the end, just fucking full baller, like, you know, fuck you, I'm the man now, let's go. Like, how did you feel about that?
That's interesting.
Like, he has some great character progression.
Yeah,
I think
no.
that's the biggest strength that this film has.
Well, the movie too. One thing that wasn't mentioned also too is like from the older movies, like you see the Predators talked whatever, but obviously it was like the old school.
Yeah.
Was it,
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah,
even CGI. It was the prosthetics.
The mandibles were all they're practical, yeah.
So with the CGI, they actually you could see the emotion in their face.
That was
he
good.
talked.
The
It felt like
CGI
his
on
lower
him was
mandible was like a lower lip in a way. Sometimes, like sometimes when it moved, the way he talked, sometimes
Yeah.
where he yelled. So they actually it helped build the character on that, and that's one thing people always say. Like, oh, well, if you do a Predator movie, how you gonna watch it if you can't understand what you're saying? I make subtitles.
Don't
you guys
matter,
watch,
bro. When
You guys
they
watch
put-
subtitle stuff.
when his dad put him in that weird trap where
the
it pulls
red
you
thing.
down and he's yelling and his mandibles expand so
Yeah.
fucking much and you see his actual mouth, I felt so bad for him because he showed fear,
Exactly.
he showed anger, he showed desperation. He emoted so much just from that than any human could have done. So yeah, you're
Yep.
right, they did a good job with that. I
Yeah,
personally
yeah, it
loved
helped
it.
with
I
it.
loved that's to me that's the biggest strength of the movie. How about you, GR? How did you like his character?
At
progression?
first, real quick, I didn't like
Yeah.
his mask, but I forgot he didn't earn his
Yeah,
suit
yeah.
yet. So that's
Yeah.
the mask he made himself. So that's why I was
Yep.
like, okay, I give him a leeway.
But see, this is why I say and we all. I mean, it sounds like us three agree, and Joe obviously doesn't. That the Thea took some away from him. That I feel
She
like
took a
it
little
could've-
shine away from him.
It could have been a little bit more because,
when it
like
was
for
just
me,
him, bro, I was
the reason
so
the reason I
invested.
say a coming of age thing is because from where he started to where he wants to go, it is a character building.
You
It's
could go
fine.
into your points now that
Yeah.
Joe's back. So.
So it's like
sure.
he's finding himself, knowing that
I still want your
There-
questions too, Rick.
Huh?
I still want to hear your questions too at the end.
I think that was the one he wanted to ask.
No, that was my question.
Oh, okay.
How,
You're
did you
trying to
think
buy
of his
time.
But
character?
let Jeffrey. My bad.
Yeah,
Jeff.
no, good, Joe.
No, like for me, it's like there was no going back for him. He had to do this. So he had to do whatever possible it was to prove it to himself that one, he deserved basically the cloak. He deserved that space. His whole mindset was, you knew at the end it was to go after his dad. That regardless of what happened, that was the whole point. He was going to go after his father. One, for killing his brother. Two, to prove himself. But for me, is like the Thea character just took a lot of the focus away of what I wanted more of. And to go with your point on P-Rock is this is the main character of the film. And while yes, a lot of main characters have sidekicks, the first time seeing a Predator as a main character, you want to go more in depth with that character. This is your time to show us more about their world, their society, the way they live. We never really got that because all we knew is they hunt, they prove themselves, they hunt. That's all we knew. But now you had the opportunity to take certain parts in this film where we could see. I mean, I know they'll probably do it in the next one, but with the mother coming around, I want to see more with the mother, not the father. And I just feel like with this one, they had a lot of opportunities to bring up the way his father was. Show us some of those things. Show us what is really driving him besides the fact that his brother got killed. So for me, it's like I just feel like they could have put more, and it's not about the PG-13 for me, is put more into the character because you're introducing a new audience. You're introducing us to what it looks like, what it feels like to be in those shoes where you have these high expectations, where survival and hunting proves your worth in the hierarchy of the tribes. And I feel like with the comedy, it took a little bit away from that. Like did we really need Bud? I know you guys like Bud, but it's like, all right, what was really the instrumental thing with Bud? I mean, all right, so they needed him around just to have him
But
around.
He's the muscle
But
in the next
wait,
movie.
Well, yeah, but
hold
still,
on, wait.
Well, the,
Or
wait,
she,
the
I'm
instrumental,
sorry,
the instrumental
she.
thing is
It's
But-
when she spit on him because
That's what I'm
that
saying.
saved him. That saved him at
saved
the
him.
end.
yeah, no,
The Calyx would have killed him had it not smelled the spit
I
from
know.
Bud.
Because
You know,
bro,
listen-
when he came back together, that thing, I was like, dude, how the hell is he gonna beat this thing? He doesn't have any
Think about
weapons.
it.
Like,
When
what's
he,
going on?
especially when he chopped off the head. When he chopped
Yeah.
off the head, all of a sudden I'm sitting there going,
What's gonna happen?
shit,
How's this gonna
This
happen?
is not
No,
good.
you know, it's funny. Like by the time this was getting to the end, I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm watching a little bit of Ice Age. Well, all these different. You got the woolly mammoth. You got the.
How
sloth.
dare you?
You got-
How dare you?
But at the end, we have our own tribe. But that's what Ice Age was. All these different things that are enemies.
I never saw it. I don't
Okay,
know.
wait.
No.
So I'm only going to agree on him on the reference of making your own
Making
tribe.
your own
Okay,
tribe.
that's it. Not the
Making your own
movie
tribe. Not the
itself.
movie. Just
All right,
making your
good
own
though, because
tribe.
I'm not gonna lie. When he said it, I'm like, that totally made sense. And that's
Making your own tribe.
It is what Ice Age was making your own tribe. And when
Look at
So
Red
was Yellow Jackets. So was
well, no, but Yellow
movies and
Jackets,
shows.
no, but the
They
thing
made their
is,
own tribe. Everybody,
but Thea-
there's other movies that's done it before.
No,
too.
but here's
Wait.
the thing. Predator movies have never done it. Because predators, they're part of their own tribe. And
yeah, well, he basically got kicked out of his own tribe. So
But
that's
when
why,
he killed his father,
wait,
when he killed his father,
he was supposed to take over the whole thing.
exactly.
he ain't going to.
He
now
ain't
his
going to
mom's
because
there.
no, he ain't going to because he has his own tribe.
No, he ain't
That's
going to
what
because
they
his
said
mom
at
ain't
the
gonna
end.
allow
No,
it.
but that's
But his mom's gonna pop
Well,
up. She ain't
you're
gonna.
assuming.
She's
You're
gonna make
assuming.
him take your
You're
place.
assuming. Yeah,
she's
so
gonna- she got some
we
say.
don't know. I mean, she could come in like freedom, like, oh, look, more people in the family. I love everybody. Everybody can come in. So, but that's what I'm saying. I just feel like I wanted more of him. I wanted more of the backstory of him. I wanted the father. The father was such a cool.
But
Seeing-
it wasn't his. It wasn't his story though. That's the thing.
What the father's
That's
story?
why. No, it
The-
wasn't his. It was Dex's
No,
story.
it
Well,
was-
no,
but-
with Dex,
but
you could have
the father
seen. You could
is
have seen.
part. The father is part of Dek's story because
Yes,
he's the motivation of what Dek has to go through to prove himself. It's not his own.
You could have seen the.
motivation.
You could have seen the past. You could have seen. You
That's
could have
what I'm
seen.
saying.
You could have seen the way the
That's
father.
what the next
was-
movie's for, man.
But the thing is,
They'll
not
see it in there.
but
watch.
here's
I'll be
a problem.
surprised if they don't go.
No, but here's the problem. If you do the next movie all about the father, and then what you're
No,
gonna have
no,
a
not
sequel
all about
with
the
all
father.
about the
Don't
mother.
be about the father. You can have
But
a few
that's what I'm
backs. You
saying.
can have backs a few.
No,
Like,
but I'm saying is this one should have been more about the backstory of the father. The mother's coming in the next one. I want to know more about the mother in the next one. I don't give a shit about the father.
all right,
It's
but
gone.
one.
Wait. For all you know, the mom could come in and go, "I'm so glad you killed him. Good job." I mean, it could be before you could like thinking that mom's gonna go fighting him. Mom could show up and be like, "I'm so glad."
'Cause we don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
We don't
But what
know.
if? All right, so I'm not saying this is a possibility in my opinion. For the story, they didn't want you thinking or knowing that he's going to make it back to the father because they think that he's going to fight. What's the name of the
knew he was
creature?
going to make it back.
What's the name of the creature? Hold on, let me give me to the
Callus.
point, man.
Callus.
The guy. So like when he fought it, and I think came back. Like I said, when we reattached, like I ain't gonna lie, like I was like, yo, like me and Joe were saying, like I didn't think he was gonna make it past. I thought he was gonna probably the story's gonna end with him dying or something, or he's gonna die with the cows or something. So I didn't know. So then when he actually made it, I ain't gonna lie, when he made it back, once he won, I knew what he was gonna do.
All right,
But
here's
when
the
I was
question.
watching the movie, I knew his whole goal was to beat that thing. So I wasn't even thinking about the dad.
Well, what was the reason he went after the thing?
What? Well, no. I mean, you know now. Yeah, obviously because his father killed his brother.
Was scared.
No.
The
His
thing
father
that his
was scared
father was
of the
scared
He
of.
was scared of the animal. That was
Well,
the one creature.
No,
his
not only
father-
that, because his brother said no one has ever beaten it.
His
No one,
father, he was
including
just
the
animal
father.
his
yeah,
father-
I know that, but other predators tried. Even
No,
the girl
but that-
said,
but that was his motivation. If I
I know,
killed it,
but-
I prove. See, it all goes back. If he killed it, he did something his father could never did. And his father
he
was
did something
scared.
no predator ever did. So
But
yeah,
it was
that
more about his father.
I know
Go
that, but
back
I'm just saying,
and-
but it just proves that no one. The fact that his brother said too, like no one has ever defeated. You have no chance.
So you're missing the whole point.
I
of
know,
that-
I
that
know
it
what you're saying,
father.
but
Right,
that had
hold
something
on.
to do with it too. The fact that they nothing beat it
Two
before had something to
alphas
do with it
not
too.
Right.
agreeing.
Trying to curtsy,
Yeah.
trying to avoid the fact that even in the film, he goes, "Dad didn't kill it. This is why I'm going to go kill it." And
I'm glad I could sit back on
it
this
was to
one.
show his
Sorry,
father
Joe.
off. That's what he wanted to do, show his father off. It was
Salud.
all about proving his father wrong. And that's the whole film, the whole thing in film. Like I said, for me, it's a 3.5. And the reason it's 3.5 because of I just didn't like the Thea thing. I just thought it was
comment here. It's been here for a while. Hold on. All right.
no, hey.
Chapstick.
Curtis J. Super mid movie, wasn't impressed, and he also adds that synthetic leg scene was just way too corny for Predator.
I'm sorry,
movie.
Yeah.
Curtis. Thank you for commenting
I
and
agree with
joining
the leg
us.
scene. I didn't like it.
Thing flipping around and
I
everything.
kind of I don't know. Maybe I was just enjoying what. It's weird because P-Rock was commenting on that he enjoyed the lower half. Maybe I was enjoying what I was watching going on with the lower half. Maybe that's why. All right, Ricky. What's your any last thoughts on your score?
No, I'm done. 4. That's my score's a 4.
4. All right.
We guys doing out of 5s, right? Out of 5s.
Out of 5. Yeah.
Well, to me, no is rare to have a perfect movie. I'll say 4 too.
Mine's a 4 solely because of Deke as a character and his journey. I think the movie, like he said, super mid. I can't disagree as to his opinion. It's just, imagine if the movie was just Deke out there on this fucking planet Genna, just him versus the fucking planet, bro, trying to get to the final
itself.
boss.
Dude,
That's what I wanted. Everything else just bogged it down. But I loved him so much that I went from a 3.5, let's say, to a 4.
What was Star-Lord's father? What's
Ego.
his name?
I forget.
Ego.
That's the planet. Like I think, with the whole planet thing, I thought of Ego. I thought of Krakoa. I thought of like this whole planet can just take care of its own self. Like everything can just fight. But P-Rock,
No, I say I give it a 4 because, like I said, as a Predator fan, it gave me some things that I did want to finally see, and I walked away. I enjoyed it when I walked away.
Yeah.
I walked away.
Oh,
I
it's
didn't walk
so
away
fun.
upset. I didn't walk away
Fun
like
movie. It's a fun movie. No, it's definitely,
like-
yeah, you're right. Entertaining, at least.
the last Predator movie. I didn't walk away like I was pissed off on that. Not the Prey, but the one in the movie theater. The last one, I was pissed off. I was like, oh
Which one
man,
was
it's-
that,
the one that
Predators?
the
Those are Predators.
What's
well, the
last
big
one?
giant Predator with the big one. That was the last one I was in the movie theater.
Oh, the Predator, right?
yeah, the Predator,
Oh, I
whatever.
didn't see that one. On.
That shit. Oh my god, also
there's
I walked away.
Predator.
If you say
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
Predator, I never
It's
seen
just
it.
bad.
I never
super
saw
giant
that one.
Predator on steroids. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
fights
Yeah,
other
no, I didn't see that
predators.
one.
I gave up after like fucking
Yeah.
Aliens, Predator.
It was supposed to be good. I walked away. Dad.
Predators though was
I enjoyed
pretty
this one.
cool.
Yeah,
Right.
Predators was good.
It's a
Yeah,
character.
Predators. After you
I
keep
enjoyed them
watching
all
that
except for
movie a
Dark
while, it's after that movie is actually
Dude,
all
Predator-
around characters, and
Yeah.
it's really really enjoyable film.
I think
One-
Predator 2 is the most underappreciated
Yeah,
it
of
is.
all
Yeah.
the Predator films, bro.
One thing that was cool, I'm not sure it was a hint in the movie, but when she was mentioning like about having the pack, then he was like the alpha,
The wolf, yeah.
and then she mentioned the wolf. In the Predator stories, the wolf Predator was one of the strongest and best like hunter out there in the Predator, like all the Predator
Yeah,
lore.
what's
He
the
was
wolf,
in the
yeah?
80 Predator Requiem. He was the one that went out to go kill that
Oh.
big combined
look at
alien
that.
Predator combined. So I don't know if that was like a hint to that, but I enjoyed it. I swear I took it when she said the wolf, and I was like, oh, wolf Predator, yes. So they kind of that's where I took it a little bit, but it could be like a little Easter egg that they threw in there.
There's a prequel comic that the writers of this movie actually did for Marvel. It's Badlands. So this takes
Oh.
place before the events of this film. There's my man Deke right there.
Oh, so there you go. You got a
I haven't
backstory
read
about
it yet
now.
because I wanted to watch the movie first. I had this for a week now.
All right, so Rick, read it
Yep.
and
I'll
then
let
tell
you know.
Jared the
I'll let you
backstory. That way he can enjoy it
Oh, maybe
when
his
he
dad
watches
is
the
in it,
movie
yeah.
again.
No, I enjoyed the movie. So I mean, obviously, you're more
That's all I had.
the thing you liked the most was the bus. So that just shows you how much you like the movie. When you more
That's
focus
what
on
did I ever
bus
say? That's the
part.
best. You and Joe like to twist words, man. You and Joe.
Hey, I don't twist no words.
Oh, now Joe caught that
Yeah,
straight.
no, yeah,
Earlier, when you
Alright.
twisted thing towards my direction, I never
Alright.
said that was my best scene.
that was your more detailed description of the
we
film.
busted
No,
each
I
other's
said I
chops,
enjoyed
son.
that scene. That's all I said.
We all
No,
busted
that
each
wasn't
other's
even
No,
a
the
shot.
most details, the emotions.
Wait.
When I said
No,
the
no, wait.
emotions, that's the most detail I
All right,
said.
let's move on,
All right.
Joe. Let's go.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our reactions. P-Rock,
Oh, man,
hopefully
bro,
you
I need a
watch
smoke break
Welcome to
before
Derry. No, you ain't going nowhere.
I gotta go for this one. I gotta get ready for this one. This is one I really want to hear you guys. Well, I'm gonna hear you guys, but I want to talk about it too.
But you ain't going to be
Gotta
gone for an
quick.
hour, are you? All right.
No.
All right. Like I know my time. I'm quick.
I like how
Like
you
this-
leave his camera out. was gonna say.
You're wasting more time.
All right, so
Music
with
Let the
with the
camera-
newest episode of Welcome to Derry, what I'm actually they started showing a little bit more throughout the series
Oh,
is
by
the
the
red.
way, Joe, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. I apologize. Did you know that the voiceovers and the ship was the Duffer Brothers from the
No,
directors
I read
of-
that after.
I mean, yeah, same. I didn't.
Yeah, I read that
I
after.
wouldn't recognize them. So, but that's
No, I
a
read
cool
that
little-
after.
I'm sorry. Go. All right, go.
But so for me, what I because we talked about it in the last episode is the fact that everybody's just kind of focusing on Pennywise the clown, and that you have to realize it's an entity. And I love that this episode kind of gave you an origin to the entity itself. Like we call it Pennywise. I love the Native American folklore part brought into it because it had been discussed in the movies. I mean, there was a reason they were being protected. So the Galoo, the story of the Galoo, I was so mesmerized just listening to that kid saying the story. And as he's talking the story, you're seeing the acting and everything going on. This episode, I'm loving the series. I did just see actually yesterday. This thing is already renewed to season 3.
We talked about that the first
Yeah, we
episode.
talked about
remember?
that.
I didn't
I must
know
have been
that.
drunk. I must have been drunk by the
you
end
were
of that
drunk
one.
because you're the one that told me it's 3 seasons. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this 3 seasons already?
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're going. We're on it all day tonight, so that's
But
why we're a little more in
now
control.
that you mentioned that, Joe, now did you know how they're structured though? The 3 seasons.
No, I don't.
So the second season is gonna take place in the fucking 30s, and the last season is gonna be like 1908.
Nice.
No, that would be
So
interesting.
they're
Yeah,
different periods of time. What I find interesting is they're not going like they didn't start with 1908 and then 1930 and then end the year before the actual series. No, they're going backwards.
backwards, and that's listen. I just
Interesting. That's
with
an
with Predator's Badlands
choice.
taking something a different way. This is a different way to take the series because again, it's I love the fact that it's showing that the power of The Shining is so powerful. When Halloran is sitting there going into Italian's head, and then when he finally goes like this, like I know it's looked corny when you see it do it, but it was like when he got into his head and showed up. So while we were watching it, actually, Adam goes, "I think Halloran's creepy." He's like, "I think like he gives me an uneasy feeling." You know, and so when you get Talion finishing, and then Aunt's eye starts twitching, and then Halloran comes out from behind clapping, it made the Halloran character seem a little bit more ominous. Like adding another element to the characters in here, besides the Pennywise, is that it's showing maybe this is why Halloran ended up at the Overlook, is because all the shit that he does here, he just decided, I'm done. I'm just going to become this caretaker at this hotel and just hide out. Because I thought that what they did with the Halloran character, I listen, I love The Shining. I didn't read the book. I probably still would love to read the book, but combining these two, and hopefully one of you guys can tell me, the house at the end, is that a house to another?
It's the house from It. That's
Yeah,
that's the man's
That's the
house from
house that
It.
they went in and they
The
got the
well's
well.
in there. The well's in
Oh,
there.
because I'm
where
like
they saw
sitting there. I'm
Pennywise,
like,
yeah.
all right, because I'm like sitting there going, I'm like, what's this house all of a
Yeah,
sudden?
it tells
All
them,
right.
go down the well, you find a thing.
Oh, but yeah, no, I just want to make sure that that's all I got on that one.
Now the question you should be asking is, did I forgot his name, but the Native American kid, the nephew of Rose, now,
Talion. Taniel.
Ta-
Taniel.
Anyway,
So did he? Obviously, he figured out that Halloran was fucking with him, and he was really Rose. He's in his mind. Did he tell him the truth?
I think he told the
about-
truth.
But did he do it in a way where he's leading them to their doom?
what did Rose? Remember what Rose said in the last episode? Maybe we should let them find it.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, this is a prequel, but we know
Hmm?
that it doesn't get defeated. So we know in a way that this group loses.
Yes, because I loved when actually that was the last episode where he said we're about to lose the window of him disappearing. Yeah,
remember, he comes every 20-something years. So
but yeah, no, I mean, listen, wait, only because I'm sure Rick thought about this as we're watching it. Oh my God, we got eyeballs on this, and it's not just eyeballs. I'm like I'm panicking right now. It's like we had snails' eyeballs, and I can't stand snails as it is. And when she put her eyes to the hacksaw, I was like in my seat, like just how when the dentist is drilling in you, that's how I'm like sitting there going, "Oh no, don't do it."
I forgot that Pennywise or it rather feeds on your fear, and that's what you see. I thought her eyes were really bugged out, and she really put. Then when they showed her with only one eye jacked up because she self-inflicted, I'm like, oh, okay, that was just her fear. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is that when I probably the strongest point of this episode is the Native American backstory on the entity, them keeping it in this area, and the reasoning why they're protecting it. And not just that, but they gave it another name, the Galoo. Like we know it as Pennywise, but when JR does a lot of folklore stuff, things have different names, and this showing up years ago and you getting the story of the original of their tribe showing up and defeating it, and then you getting the
Black Star. I love that.
Dude, it was I thought this is probably, as far as understanding Pennywise, the Galoo, the power, and the whole backstory, this was a really, really good episode. And yes, having is it her name Marge?
Yeah, Marge.
Yeah. The whole Marge scene, because now I think Marge is like the little villain in here. I said that I think at the second episode. Yes, Marge is this. She's basically fucking over her friend since first grade to try to be with the popular girls.
I don't see it.
And even when
think that's her making bad decisions, and she regretted it because she was going to tell her the truth.
She was and it's weird because Pennywise then punished her for her decision, or the Galoo. But yeah, no, this was I'm gonna keep going to Galoo. This was a great episode.
Yeah.
All right, JR.
No, let P-Rock go.
No, wait, what?
Go. Yeah, P-Rock. Tell us about what you thought about.
I mean, Joe said almost everything. Jeez.
You can still repeat the same thing.
He took everything, yo.
By the way, this is the great swirling apparatus of our planet's function.
What?
Function. That's the
name of the episode.
Oh, what the hell are you talking about?
I was like, what the fuck were we?
Yeah, I'm like, wait,
the
what?
great swirling apparatus of our planet's function. That's what the teacher said in regards of the snail. Anyway, P-Rock, what you thought about this one?
No, I thought this is I agree. Like I'm really enjoying the show. I'm happy it's doing good. This episode is real good. Like it had a little bit of everything because it had even the backstory of the major. Like with him and the wife doing some. I know she's trying to help the guy out, but she's trying to do things. Being in the military, I know how it is when you don't want to cause any ripples and stuff like that. You don't
want to ruffle feathers when you don't have to.
So especially at that time where they're at too. So I understand where he's coming from too. But like the whole story with him, like kind of the fact that his son's seeing Pennywise, the red balloon, and not only that they both saw it, not just his son. He saw it too, and he's seeing it. So it's like. It's just I like that story too. Where like back in the past, we always thought it was just the kids who saw it, but he's an adult now, and
remember,
he's
this
actually
is the
seeing
character
things too.
that he doesn't he don't know fear. He has no fear.
Exactly.
He got this rare ability that he just doesn't process fear at all. So
maybe his fear is his son.
Saw it. Yeah. So what is his fear exactly?
Losing
that's
his son.
A great point, P-Rock.
So that could be his fear there. So that's how he's probably connected with them. I don't know. It's weird, but. I'm enjoying that, man. But like that, I agree with that scene with the fucking slug eyes, man. That
sounding day. How about that sound, P-Rock?
No, but I ain't gonna lie, because I was pretty nice that night. So, but
me too.
So I actually fell asleep real quick. I fell asleep, right? And when I woke up, it was the girl screaming, going, ah, ah. I was like, I woke up, I saw his eyes bust out. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, "Yo, what's going on?"
Imagine waking up to that.
Yeah, and then she's going down the hallways, and I'm like, "What the?" And then she went to that when she went to the saw thing. When first she started my thing was like, "Why would you jab your eye?" Now I think your eyes are bugging out, but still, ain't that gonna hurt?
Well, all right. She was
that hurting
in
already?
immense pain. That she just, I don't care.
I
when
don't-
you're in pain, you're like, I don't care what you do.
No, I know, but that's what she did to Saw too. Like Joe said, when
But
she
again,
did that shit.
but that wasn't real though. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
thought it was
I
real,
don't
like you.
I don't think
thought-
any
I
of
thought
it
it
was
was
real.
real, too,
I
at
think they feel it, and like I
That
said,
was-
when she stabbed
Yeah.
her own eye, that's when she did it.
Yeah, that girl. Talk about bad timing, man. Then this girl comes like, stop,
Lily.
and then the minute she gets to the stop, everybody just runs. And
Everyone's
that's one
like-
person. The whole cafeteria runs in.
Is-
What the hell's going on?
Isn't
in here?
that how we've always been caught though? When
Yeah.
we're sitting there doing something, and mom would walk in, and we'd be in the wrong way, going, "No, it's not me. It was him."
Yeah.
Oh, like when you're masturbating, you mean?
Wait, what the hell?
No, not that.
When your mom walks in on you? Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, no, when you're
Wait,
sitting there
what?
when you're fighting with your siblings,
Oh,
and
I
your
heard wrong.
your
I heard
mom
wrong.
walks
I'm sorry,
in,
I'm sorry.
and you're actually the one in the right, and you're the one that's about to get your ass beat.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
spilled some.
P-Rock, what you drinking, P-Rock? What is that?
Hold on, 1 second.
You know me, I'm nosy. I love to
I
know what people
spilled
are
some. I
drinking.
need a napkin.
Oh, he spilled it. Never mind. All right.
Oh my god, he's just like me.
No, because it's a little frozen, so it came out ice first. There we go. I got it.
Yeah, at least I put mute when I'm pouring mine in.
It's crazy how a lot of people I know always say you guys like look alike too. So you guys do act alike too, I guess.
Oh my
All right,
god.
so
When I hung out with him the last time, I'm sitting there going, Jesus
I look nothing like
Christ.
that man. Anyways,
You look like me. Shut the fuck up.
so
You guys do look alike though.
Don't
Oh,
let
yeah.
me put on. Don't let me put on the shades.
please don't. So all right, so here we go. So like I was saying, so that seemed. Oh shit, it's pouring out.
Yes, I saw that shit, too. I was looking at that. I was like, yo, is that the stuff? Is that the stuff?
Yeah.
I've been working on that video, editing it. I just saw it. Yeah, that's the stuff.
Oh man, you could use that clip if you need to.
Oh, this is live, man.
This is live.
I know you could go back and get it. I know.
You know what?
So
I'm
anyways.
gonna take that. I'm gonna clip it. Go ahead. Anyway.
No, but that scene was crazy, man. Not that just the amount of blood they showed in that scene too, and then when she cut, like you could tell, like she lost consciousness real quick, as her feet like went flat, like real quick, and then she like kind of came back,
I'm glad you brought it up. Good touch. That was a good touch.
bro. But like, and then the like he said that backstory, like it I didn't realize, and this is what I'm loving about the series too. These episodes are long, man. I love them.
Yeah,
They're
about an
averaging
hour
above
long.
like what 50 minutes or higher, and I love that.
Yeah.
And this one was like an hour and 2 minutes. Well, they got it's
Well,
an
they
hour
have
and 2
the
minutes.
end
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
They have
So
the
it was
end
like
thing. That's it.
55 minutes. It was like 50 minutes, I think, whatever. But dude,
Still longer than 45 minutes or 42. 42 is the average of
Remember
an episode.
Peacemaker, a 23-minute episode.
yeah, I hated that shit. But no, like that, like when they did the whole Galoot story, like the backstory, that was cool because like
Yeah.
you actually saw Pennywise. I'm gonna keep calling him Pennywise. But Pennywise, you actually saw him, like I guess in the form that one of his more natural forms before he became like I guess the clown. Because this is way before he even
Way before, yeah.
the clowns were around and everything. So there's no way he could have mimicked the clown at that time. But like the way they then he was the creepy as hell. Like the way he was walking and like going through, and especially like when they came with the dagger when he was about to kill like I guess Sucker Soul, whatever, like the whole white eye thing, whatever. When they came with the dagger, the kids, and the way he crouched on the floor and like just ran away, it was creepy as hell, man. Like this episode
skittish.
was. And then I agree. What's the name of the dude from The Shining? I forgot. I'm bad with the
Dick
name.
Halloran.
Holler, dude. That scene, because he made sense. Because remember when he told the major, or I mean the general, he's like, sir.
I love that line.
Normally they're not supposed to see me.
Yes.
I'm supposed to see them. And he gives a glimpse of what he's talking about when he's doing that.
Awesome.
So that scene right there, like I was wondering, because when he did this whole thing, I was wondering like what's going to go on. But when they showed like that whole back, he just went to the head, and he was creepy as hell because when he did the clapping at first, but then he was like, "Why don't you come tell me?" And he came like smiling to the camera. Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you think somehow he was possessed by Pennywise? There?
No, I think
No.
that's what he does, and that's why
That
when
smile was creepy, bro.
But that's why.
No.
But maybe that's what Pennywise uses. Because when Pennywise first saw him, say, "Who are you?" and he always shows the eyes and then the smile.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
it's
Makes
like-
sense. Makes sense.
No, I'm not saying you can hint that, but I'm just saying.
He might have, but Dick was strong enough to fight him
Dick was
to
strong
keep
enough.
him.
Dick and Deck.
Dick was
We're
strong
talking about Dick and Deck in this
no,
one.
and the funny thing was, he
was
said dick, and he was
exhilarating.
Dick.
My
I know,
man
I
said
got it.
Dick was strong enough.
The
That's
Dick
what
was
the
strong
P-Lock
enough.
would say, yo.
All right, I need to get a napkin. Hold on, I got.
I've heard those stories.
All right, but
too,
but Halloran was strong enough to like even though it's almost like it instead of possessing him, he smiled, but Halloran was strong enough to not be allowed to be possessed by it.
I said it once and I'll say it again. Oh, P-Lock, I thought you were going to get napkins. You good?
Well, no.
Okay, you go.
I would say his last thing, but no.
Finish it,
Halloran,
finish it.
he's becoming like creepy. Like I agree with you, Joe. I heard you when
Yeah.
I was outside. He is becoming like creepy and shit. So it's like maybe that's why he got so spooked when he finally, when Pennywise saw him the first time, because he's so used to being in control the way we saw right there in that situation right there. So, and that scene was
He's getting
amazing.
spooked. He ain't
I
used to
thought
this
he was gonna do something like when I thought he was gonna like. I don't know what was gonna happen, but the way and then the whole story and just everything was. It was awesome, man. Like the whole thing with the daggers was kind of funky a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Like the whole or just start. So let me ask you guys this before I leave.
We're all
Does
gonna
this-
leave together.
No. I'm
Before he's done.
gonna get a napkin. Clean my.
Oh.
Oh,
Where's
So
Debbie?
does this
Tell
make?
Debbie to get
So
it for you,
does
man.
this make? Obviously, he's not supernatural.
Debbie, get a napkin.
Is Pennywise an alien because he came from
Yes,
space?
He's
an
the lights.
entity.
He's
He's an
those lights.
entity.
That's
He's
all
an
he is.
entity. They
Remember,
literally have called him that.
yeah, remember when the backstory, the Black Star crashed down, right?
Mhm.
And it escaped. All you saw was the lights escaping. That's what Pennywise is. We don't that he's an evil, malevolent spirit, right?
Yeah.
Whatever
The
he is.
alien.
But he's just those lights. Those lights, all that's what
Yeah.
he is. But he takes the form of
whatever you fear.
you
Yeah,
Whatever
have.
fear you have.
So
Yeah.
Pennywise is a general form he takes just to appear to
Everybody's
people. Now,
scared of clowns.
I'm assuming they're gonna go into this though because they showed
Yeah.
the girl dressed up as Pennywise. Remember in the
Yeah.
prior episode?
Yep.
When,
Well, his name-
that was during Francis Shaw's
Well,
backstory. So
yes.
we'll get into that next episode.
And then when the boy with the telescope saw him in the shadow as Pennywise,
Yeah.
you saw
Yeah,
like,
Will,
the
yeah,
silhouette
Will,
of
that's
him.
exactly. So he's
His-
already in that form.
His name, well, the Pennywise's real name is like Bob something.
Yeah, that was in part 2, right? It chapter
Yeah.
2.
yeah. it's
Interesting
Bob
you
something.
mentioned that because in It Chapter 2, remember the scene when Beverly went to go visit the old lady and she turned into like that
At her old
lady,
place?
Kesh, I think her last name is. She's related. I don't know how yet, but she's related to the butcher guy,
And
the grocery
all of
guy.
them, that's why.
Remember
if-
when Hanlon's wife, I forgot her name. She went into that
The
grocery
meat market. The meat
Yeah,
market.
yeah.
and that fight broke up behind her, and the guy
He
did
said, "Boys
nothing
gonna be
about it.
boys." He said,
Yes.
"Boys gonna be boys."
Yes, that character is related. That the Kesh lady, the old lady, is a descendant of that. Of
Yes.
that character.
All these people are relatives of
Bro,
the characters.
If you look at
in
the intro
Predator.
to the series, look at all the landmarks, and even
Yeah.
within the series itself, it's stuff that appears in every single iteration of it, which is fucking great.
All right, JR.
I thought Rick, you were gonna go.
Oh.
I'll go. It's fine. I love this episode. It was another strong entry because it gave us more information to go on, like as far as the backstory. Now, my fear is, I don't want to know everything so quickly. So when they were showing like the star crashing, and then we see how he was restricted to this one area, then these Christian settlers ran in there. They all got fucking killed. They released them essentially. Now, the natives are fleeing, and now the way they trapped him was they took his own ship or whatever that was, that star, the material.
Remnants.
The remnants of that mercury, whatever it was. And they used that, what they called it, Joe? Or anyone else can answer that? They called it, when they cut it into pieces and they buried it like a perimeter. The beacons. Whatever.
Beacons.
So they called it something.
And also the
Fascinating.
turtle is used. I don't know if you know, it's turtle shell again.
Yes, fascinating. They put one of those beacons in a turtle shell,
yeah.
which is the Maturin. That's the name of it. The Children of Maturin.
Yep.
That's the name of the turtle. So
Yep.
that's pretty cool. But one thing I
The
noticed
turtle's
about
been
this
in all
series-
the episodes.
Yes, there's a turtle in every episode.
Yes.
One thing I did notice, and it blew my fucking mind, and it's not that I noticed it, it's something that I became aware of. that this takes place in a Stephen King universe. Shawshank, obviously, right? I just realized in Stephen King's shared universe, the paranormal exists, right?
Yeah.
Aliens, demons, everything, all this shit exists. So whether it's The Shining, right, or it, whatever the case may be, right? I guess let's say Carrie, whatever. The paranormal exists. So when you see stuff like this, right, and then Halloran has the ability to Shining, it makes sense because it's all part of King's universe. I'm not a King reader. I know JR read most of his books. I know JR,
me,
Joe.
actually.
No.
I just read it. That's it.
I knew Joe was gonna do that. Who read the books? Who read the books?
Joe.
All right.
Me. I'm the king. I'm the king.
I knew
guy.
Joe was instead of Joe just saying, "All right, whatever, he fucked up," but Joe was like, "No,
I mean,
it's me."
listen now, dude. I'm the king guy here. Like,
So
listen,
you read it.
yes,
Then. So
dude, that fucking shit was a goddamn Bible.
It's a Bible. That's
every
why I've never
fucking-
read it.
And it's an awesome book.
My niece has that book, and she read it. I'll give her credit. She read it.
Don't
can't
fall
do it.
don't fall asleep holding that book over your face. It will knock you out.
But so what I was gonna get at, this is pretty much, I don't know. Again, season 2 and 3 are gonna be different eras, but is this the start of the Losers Club? Because these kids riding bikes.
Yeah. It is.
That's all they did in those times.
Yeah. No, it is. It is honestly. I know, but think about it. But before you knock that, you have to think about it.
I just don't
There
want
is
every...
always
Rick,
always,
that's what kids did in that era.
Yeah,
Dude, like,
and not just every era, even
my
our
point
era.
Is this though? My point is this: I'll be honest, and I said it in the previous live stream. I'm more interested in the adults, the Dick Halloran, right? The Hanlons, right? I love Francis Shaws, the Bowers. I'm more interested in that. But when it goes to the kids and they're riding their bikes and they're just, oh come on! Now you're just trying to be like the original Losers Club. That's just my point of view.
I think the point is that somehow Pennywise had been defeated throughout the years.
They're gonna get
by
into
a group of kids, a group of kids, the losers. Yes, you're always going to get losers.
I guarantee you, Bowers, the grandfather of that fucking racist motherfucker in the series.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, he knows Pennywise, because when they're going through the pictures. Remember when the kids brought the pictures in? All the ghosts that they photographed were gone, scrubbed out. Because Pennywise could do that.
Yeah.
But he left himself in the pictures so like that Bowers can see it. So I'm gonna assume he's got some history.
Bowers is the name of the bully guy.
I just said all that. Where you been, bro?
That's what I'm saying. So
he's the grandfather. He's the grandfather. I get that. But that is what I'm looking for. But one thing is weird. I didn't like. One thing I wouldn't. Will figured it out too quick that it's fear. It's going off over fear. How would he know that shit? Like
because you're seeing. It makes you see what you fear.
I get they want to push the story along, but I think they made that dude was a little too.
He's a smart one.
He's the Hanlon. But the Hanlon.
How much proof was there or how much evidence was there to piece all that together?
Yes,
it's the fear.
But Mike Hanlon was the one.
Fear.
in the It movies, Mike Hanlon was the one that brought everybody together. So
that's Mike Hanlon. This is Will Hanlon, though. We're
right,
about,
but I'm saying the Hanlon. So in the Hanlon family, it's creating that it's all already in the family.
It's interesting though. I like it. I do like that. It's when he had that vision of his dad underwater. Mind you, the irony of him underwater, talking about burning. You know, I like
water.
I like stuff like that. I like that. But he said, but we know that character is gonna survive because that character was in the new It movies when they had the Mike's flashbacks when he's working in that slaughterhouse, for example. So we know he doesn't die. But again, that kid Rich, he got the best name, Ricardo. That guy got a
dude. I mean, we ain't got a Puerto Rican. He's Cuban, but we got a Latino in here. It's close enough to us.
I saw a theory, which it's ridiculous, and I hope it's not true. That Margaret and Rich get together, and that's Richie's
he likes her.
family. But that's Richie. You know Richie?
Yeah.
That's his lineage. You think that's true?
He likes her.
We'll find out.
But we don't know because she got a fucked up eye, and when she was in the other movies, her eye wasn't fucked up.
Richie wore glasses.
But not his mother. We saw her eye. She had 2 eyeballs in those movies. Remember, she fucked up one of her eyes.
I know. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
We'll see. But overall, yeah, man, I'm loving it. Again, I wasn't a fan of the first episode, but I am enjoying the hell out of this series. I look forward to every fucking Sunday, bro. You don't understand. Not just that, because we get to talk about it. We get to talk about it. So yeah, I was a big fan. Good.
All right, JR.
Well, to go by one point, so we're watching the fact that Dick Halloran, he loves what he does. So the fact that when he was going to Nathaniel, he taunted him. Do you really want me to do this? You don't really want me to do it. So when he got into his mind,
saying he liked
it. He liked what he's doing because the reason he feared Pennywise, because remember, he's been doing all this stuff and nobody's ever seen him. They're not supposed to see me. And they saw him. Pennywise was the only one that saw him. So, but he goes into he was enjoying what he was doing. That's how he did that smirk when he started clapping.
So it made him look evil. It made him look evil.
It's. I mean, think about it. If you have that special ability, wouldn't you really start enjoying what you're doing? And the fact that you get to do whatever you want on a freaking base. You could order whatever. I'm surprised he doesn't order more stuff, but he has all these special privileges because he enjoys what he's doing. So when he was doing that to Tanya,
he's low rank. He's an airman. I was in the Air Force. I know that rank. That's the rank I was.
He's but perfect having P-Rock here because
he's low rank.
Yeah, he's an airman.
Yeah, that's when you're in 4 years, you make that rank.
Yeah, and for me, he likes.
He was in. Yeah, this guy's. I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean that. I apologize. No, I'm sorry. That's my bad.
No, so I think this is what we're seeing that Halloran's embracing what he does even more, and the fact that he could. I mean, think about it.
Eventually hate himself.
No,
he's my favorite character.
No, I'm saying, but he's enjoying it, but eventually hate himself to end up at the Overlook. That's all. Like when I was trying to say before, is that I agree with what you're saying. Is that there's a reason he ends up at the Overlook.
Again, with the King universe, we got not just Halloran, but also Danny has The Shining. So again, supernatural exists in King's world. So when you see supernatural in these movies, it's not like far-fetched. That's King's universe. It exists. It's real.
Sorry, Jared.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jared. I'm sorry.
Doing it deep.
I tried, and I lost where I was going to go now.
But I love doing this with you guys because I know JR and Joe, P-Rex not always here, but you guys read this book, and you know way more
I never read the
I
book,
do.
but for me,
I'm
it's like it's like Native Americans were always strong-minded. So the fact that when he broke down Taniel, that's what I'm saying. How he enjoyed what he's doing because Native Americans are strong-willed. You're not supposed
so you believed he was authentic when he told.
He was authentic. He loved what he was doing. But remember, Rose is setting them up too because Rose wants them to see what they're getting into. What's the best way to stop the military from actually taking something, destroying them? So they want them to unleash Pennywise because. Get rid of the military. Derry's the way it is. And the thing, too, is you got to remember the reason Pennywise doesn't affect most of the parents is because it's the kids who are most innocent, who are most easily able to bring out the fear of them.
Yep.
The one thing I would say that threw me a little bit off in this episode is we see how Pennywise he taunts these kids before he really attacks them. So it kind of threw me off how all of a sudden Marge got attacked and we got nothing before stating that, she was ever experiencing anything.
That's because she was going to rap. She was going to admit to
but
girl
but she had
they're fucking, so he was like, no, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, no, yeah, but I'm just saying there was no prior interaction with Pennywise. All the kids that we've seen have had prior interactions with Pennywise. So she was the first child that we didn't see had an interaction or heard about it. But then, once again, poor Lily. I mean, this girl doesn't catch a fucking break. I mean, and that's why I think her character is interesting to me in this film because what's the end game for her? And no matter what she does, she doesn't get thrown into the loony bin. And I'm interested to see what they do with her now because the whole class just thinks she committed murder. I'm trying to commit murder.
She's gonna get thrown into the.
She's probably gonna get thrown again.
She'll go in again. She'll go in again.
She's gonna get thrown again, and they're gonna do something.
And Marge is not gonna admit that she saw that her eyes were coming out. she's just going to go that Lily did this to me, because Marge is going to want to say face.
No, because what's going to
Considering she
happen?
cut off her eyes,
No,
she's going to say face.
no, because now Marge is going to be the most famous person and popular person in the
Mhm.
school. So she basically wiped out the patty cakes. You know, because
Thank
she's
you.
going to be the most interesting one. But for me,
That was they were called the patty cakes.
Patty cakes. Yeah, I was going to say that too. You threw it out. I'm like, good job,
Good
JR.
show, good show. I didn't know
job,
that.
No,
Jared.
but this episode showed a lot. You know, it showed, you know, Can is what's his name? Will Handling, that does he really have fear now? Because now it's his child being involved.
Yeah.
You know, I like that interaction where
What's his name? Will's his son. He's Will too.
No, Leroy. I'm sorry, Leroy Handling.
Leroy.
But you know, and I like the fact that, remember, he went to Korea. He crashed and he came
Yeah.
back. So the fact that his son saw him burning,
Maybe
which
that's
was his
why
fear
he
that,
saw
you know,
that.
Dad, I
Yeah,
thought I was
yeah.
going to lose you while you went
Yeah.
over
His
there.
fear is losing. That makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
Yep.
Which you know, there's a lot of things in this episode that I think worked really well. I do love the backstory. I do love the different interpretations you had of Pennywise when it destroyed the settlers. It showed itself as a moose. I remember back in
Oh, I
those
love
days.
that.
Back
The
in those days,
skin-
they were getting hunted down. So
God,
settlers
so
were
good.
constantly wiping out all, you know, the bison. They were wiping
That was
out,
awesome.
you know,
Yeah.
everything. So it showed his face to that. Then when it showed his face to Native American, it showed itself as a settler, Christian settler, because you know
Yes.
that's what the
Yes.
settlers did. They basically
He had
went and
those
They
wiped out.
cross,
destroyed
remember?
the Native Americans.
And the fact that it showed the whole thing with the teeth, which is, I mean, that's a, you always want to see that when you see Pennywise. But for me, yeah, I think it's interesting the way they're going with this. It's interesting how the pieces are falling, especially with Rose.
This guy
Because-
awake over there?
I know. I was going to say something.
He fell asleep.
Listening. I mean, then you talk.
No.
Listening.
No, yeah, but yeah, overall, I think, I mean, the only thing the Charlotte
Like,
Hanlon,
twiddle
I'm
my
like,
fingers.
you know,
Who? Oh, that's her name, Charlotte.
Charlotte Hanlon.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, Gr.
I'm not interested in that stuff.
I love her character. I know.
I love her
get-
character. It's just like,
just-
you know,
Isn't it crazy how she mentioned like Martin Luther King, JFK,
JFK.
and someone else?
She goes all the FKs.
and they're all
Well,
dead.
She,
They're
all
dead.
Yes.
the FKs. Yeah,
Within
they're all
the
dead.
end of that fucking decade, they're all dead.
They're all dead.
They're
Yeah, they're
all
all dead.
assassinated. Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
No, but I
I love
commend
her.
this
She's-
show the most because they're sprinkling glimpses of Pennywise, and I like the
Yeah.
fact that they're not rushing.
Thank
like
you.
that.
Think
Well, I
that's
mean,
that's
I love
honestly
See,
one of the best
I
parts.
heard, and I didn't watch it. You three could tell me because you probably saw it all three. They gave a long extended trailer for the last half
didn't
of
watch
the
it.
season. Thank you.
No,
thank
I
you.
didn't see it. I didn't see it.
And they showed a lot of Pennywise. I didn't see it.
No. I
P-Rock,
didn't.
you saw
I
it?
saw it. Yeah, it's true.
You watch trailers, so I know.
Yeah.
Boo, boo, his
But
boo.
That's fine. No, it's fine. Without going to spoilers though, P-Rock,
I
did
don't
it
watch
make
trailer.
you
I usually
excited?
watch the first trailer. That's it.
But did it make you excited though, P-Rock, for what you saw?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
without giving away. I don't
Yeah,
like to.
yeah.
Yeah. It looks
Yep.
good coming up.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Nice.
All right.
I'm loving
Well-
this series. I'm glad, Jr. Thank you, Jr. I gotta give you credit, bro. Your
Yeah, it
idea
was his idea.
to cover this show. I think after the series is over, we should get
Oh, we are.
together though.
Give it
I
overall
want to do
impression.
a rewatch because this show is that there's so many fucking little details that you miss in
what you
this
guys,
show.
what you guys should do,
Easter eggs.
you guys should do a live watch along, like
That's
so
a long.
people-
We're gonna be all night up all night
That's like
watching
all
this.
night.
No,
Yeah, that's
it's
it.
an hour episode. That's it.
Oh, the final episode. I thought you meant the
Oh,
whole
I
series.
No, the
the whole
final
series.
episode.
I
Just
was
the
like,
final,
what?
the
Yeah.
final episode. Like
All
that way people can see your reaction as you guys are watching it,
When is
That's
the?
it.
and then
how
you guys
many-
can talk
hold on.
about it. You guys can talk about it as soon as it's done. You guys can talk about
Good
10
show.
episodes.
How-
10 episodes. 10
10.
episodes.
And
10,
we're on
yeah.
4. This is 5 coming up now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This Sun is 5.
You
P-Rock,
guys should do
man,
that for the last
join
one.
us if you want to join us.
yeah. I mean, if I'm
Your
available, I'll
idea?
jump in. I'll jump
Hell
in.
yeah,
But
man.
yeah,
Smoke
you
some
guys should do
weed,
that.
drink some beer, watch some. Oh my god. yo,
Smoke some weed. Who does that?
You guys got
Oh,
singing. We gotta make sure you
forgot.
sing it.
Y'all
though, like-
motherfuckers are too fancy now. Yo, you do your little gummies and edibles.
I don't
now.
do any of that stuff.
No, I do. I smoke. I smoke it.
In my profession, I cannot admit if I smoke weed.
If
Listen,
you
I
do
love
it, you gotta do it at
water.
9 o'clock. You gotta do it at 9 o'clock Sunday.
It's too
You heard-
late, Joe. You already mentioned it like twice already in
Yeah.
this fucking
No, I know
episode
what
of
you're
Phone
talking
Days.
about.
You sit there. Well,
I
mysterious
know.
smoke once in a while.
Well, Beto's like, he's going, like, wink. I'm like, shut the fuck
I'd
up.
rather-
Yes, I'm going to go out there to go and
I'd
like,
rather
sorry.
go
smoke
pee.
weed
And,
and do.
No.
If I was an employee, I'd rather smoke weed than do vape. I hate that vape.
If I
My-
join you guys,
my
I'll go. I'm
employer
gonna
knows
go
I
smoke,
smoke weed.
but I'll have it on my phone, so I'll still
That's fine.
continue
no,
watching
that's
on my
fine,
phone
that's
as I go
fine,
out.
that's
real
fine.
quick.
that's what I do too.
But
Hold
if
on,
you
it's
guys
an
do
hour-long
it,
episode. You can't.
You gotta
smoke
do it at
before
9
the
o'clock on
episode
Sunday.
and
Yeah,
then
you're
wait
right. I
till-
smoked before.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's
I
only
smoked
an hour.
before.
It's short.
All right.
But
It's short.
you gotta do it at
Yeah,
9 o'clock on Sunday then, because you gotta do it
Yes.
live.
Fuck, me and Joe record on Sundays. We can make time for that. Me
Yeah.
and Joe,
Yeah.
we're Sunday
Yeah.
guys. We're Sunday soldiers, bro. Me and Joe.
Well, not just that, because in the next episode, because next week is Thanksgiving.
Oh, is
obviously-
there this episode, this season, this weekend.
Yes,
There is.
we're not going to be on for Thanksgiving.
No.
Listen,
no,
we
no,
we
no
all
Sunday
we want
episode
the night
either.
off. There's
No
like
Sunday episode
we
either.
all want the night off. Enjoy it with your family. If you get bored, go back and watch any of the Lost and Founds, any horror fiend drive-in theater,
Yeah, we're off for a
any
week.
movies that fucked me up. But yes, we're not recording next week. There's no episode dropping
no
at
live
all.
stream, no Sunday
Nothing.
episode. I don't know,
So-
JR, you
No,
dropping
nada.
Tuesday, JR?
No,
No, so all right. So next week
Yeah.
is gonna be a very it's a down week, but it's a holidays. Enjoy
a
yourself.
holiday.
everyone,
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, we thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for jumping in on these lives. We appreciate you truly. With that, Ricky, take us
Alright.
home.
With that being said, P Rockzilla, my man, thank you, brother. I hope to see you
Thanks
again.
for having
soon,
me, man.
bro.
Sorry I was late.
Yeah, I love having P Rock because it's like a family atmosphere. So when you guys argue and debate, and I love it. It feels real. It feels natural, organic. I love it. I love it. But
I don't
anyway,
like arguing.
we listen, huh?
What?
No arguing.
I thought
No.
you said I don't like arguing. I'm like,
No.
it's JR's
No, I
side.
said there is no arguing.
Listen, if you're not aware, it's a big group here, so this is how we are around each other. So it's all good.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, P Rock. Hope to see you again soon. If you haven't, subscribe P
Final
Rockzilla.
episode.
That's his channel. If you love collecting figures, obviously I do. But look at behind this motherfucker. You can't see it.
He's
But-
got a whole lot of shit.
We talked about Predator Badlands, how it's an alien world and
I
stuff.
have Predator.
This
I do got Predator. Hold on,
motherfucker-
you know what? We grab Predator quick.
Look at it. All right, let him go with Predator real quick. Gr, while he does that, what you got cooking, brother, on your own personal projects?
Well, there's not gonna be anything coming Tuesday, but I do have two new shows in the works. Actually, me and Radar will be coming back with Houses That Horror Built.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be dropping in. Yeah, we're gonna be. That's gonna be dropping in January, as well as What's Your Story. And I do have two shows in the works. One of them is I have to finalize if I'm going to have a single host or multiple guests and hosts. And I have another one called The Forgotten, which I'll drop a little bit more hints on that one. I think it's going to be interesting. One. I think.
Fuck, that's news to me. Jesus.
Oh, we mentioned that one, but yeah, it's something that.
You know me.
Oh
Online
God!
stuff.
Look who showed up! Look who showed
I know she finally showed up.
up!
Oh, Frida? Frida's here?
Yeah.
I can't see it. Joe, put it, because
right.
I'm on the outro, so.
Said
Hello,
hello,
my
my boys. Oh,
Looking good here. Love my boys. Have a great. Yeah, you got all your boys in one setting.
yep.
Look at that. P Rock, real quick. What is what is that from? Who's the manufacturer of that Predator figure?
NECA.
That's a
NECA.
NECA. That's right here, man. NECA. I'm a NECA guy, so good shit.
Well, hold on. We
Oh,
got
Alright.
So,
Marie saying good night,
Good night, Marie. Thank you for
and
joining.
then Frida saying Beto.
Beto, you're having fun with your toy. That's fun. Frida Fred.
I do have a Beyond Our World episode that it's gonna be coming soon. Joe's gonna be on it. We're gonna do Attack the Block.
Oh shit! You got Joe the psychologist.
Oh yeah, Black
Block.
Party.
No, say dude, watch Attack
I
the
never
Block.
saw that
Attack
movie.
the Block is
Block.
I
fucking
never
awesome.
saw it.
Well, if you watch it, you'll join up. So get
Yeah.
Ricky.
There you
and
go,
watch
P Rock.
Rick,
You got the invite, P Rock. You got the
Attack the
invite.
Block.
You guys go check it out.
All right, man. Well,
All right,
Alright.
fellas.
with
What's
that
it
being
about?
said, everyone, thank you very much. Subscribe to P Rockzilla.
Dale.
Look for his YouTube channel if you like collecting figures. And this guy's a funny motherfucker. And if you're into UFC Ultimate Fighting Championship,
That's when I watch them.
P Rock has a show, Fights and
And
Figures.
Figures.
Where
Yes.
we
With
discuss.
With you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
With
yeah,
you,
I'm
with
get there, I'm
you.
gonna get there. I'm his co-host. We talk about whatever figures are in the news during the fights, in between. But mostly we do talk about the fights. So it's a big interaction. If you want to come in and watch the fights with us, and just talk and just speak your mind, and it's like going to a bar, right? There's a big screen. You can't hear
Yeah,
the fucking
perfect.
shit, but you're drinking and you're talking, you're goofing around, you're watching the fights, and that's what the atmosphere is like with me and P Rockzilla during fights and
The
figures.
conversation just goes anywhere.
During
And we
that.
go with the
And
chat. Wherever the
that's
chat
it.
wants to talk
That's it.
about, we
That's it.
start talking about that.
Cool. All right. Thank you, P
Good
Rock.
times.
I appreciate you, brother. Love ya. And JR, thank you for your what the fuck is
Silver
what is
Surfer,
that? Silver,
man.
Oh, Silver Surfer.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought it was a muscle, like a gym.
I
t-shirt.
could have forgot.
Boy, man.
Dude, the real
Anyway.
surfer, not the surfer that was in the.
That new Surfer now, I'll be honest. Yeah, you got the last issue?
I got to get the last issue.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
boy.
this weekend.
Oh, he's
I
getting
wouldn't-
comics too down. Look at
Yeah,
you.
JR's back. He's back.
What?
All right, man. Well, with that being said, Joe got what's your next before we go, movies that fucked me up.
The Elephant
When-
Man.
So not this week. It's next after the holidays.
After
right?
that, yes.
Elephant Man is coming up by Joe the Psychologist and your boy Ricky Van. So thank you for joining us, everyone. Stay good, stay healthy. Happy Thanksgiving. Eat turkey, drink beer, but most of all, stay scared.